Right, and I'm live. I've got a few things to do before people join. That one. Hey, Corey. Hey, TJ. Why did I open it like that? Let's just do this. Go to your channel. Hey, View Chaser. Right, I'm just gonna put the link in. Hey, it's never wrong, TJ. You know me, just looking a bit puzzled because I'm trying to sort everything out. It's not a concerned look. I'm just putting everything into the chat before I forget. So, TJ, if you want to join, the link is at the top. I'm going to be trying to build this today. This globe. It says it's level 4 and it's going to be the first time me building it. Okay, they've changed how the buttons tells you the meeting's being live streamed. Okay, let's turn that on. Hey, Trevor. Yeah, so while I'm waiting to do my other thing, let's have a look at this. I've got a funny feeling I'm going to need my craft knife. This is going to take some building. They got a smaller version. Hey, dragon. Can't hear you. You got no mic. But Justin and that should be here shortly. He was just taking a toilet break. Oh, you get a little circuit board. Screwdriver and a lot of pieces in there. I'm guessing that was you, the view chaser. You just had no mic. So if you said anything, couldn't hear you. So yeah, I'm going to try and build this in a little while. Oh, got a little file. You can file the pieces. And a USB-C cable. So yeah, I'm going to start building that very, very soon. Well, I'm going to attempt to build it. No, view chaser, you had no sound. Alright. So what I might do is put that over. Oh, I might need that. Well, hello, Wendy and Danny. All right, let's undo this. If I can find somewhere to undo it. And so you don't have to look at my mug. Are you ready? Swap. You just get to look at my dusty keyboard instead. That needs cleaning. Really needs cleaning. Oh, that's better. You can see me and the project I'm working on. That's better. That's straight. Ah! I'm hoping some people join. Sorry, guys. Okay. Quickly swap you back to that one a minute. Andrew, I don't want to use scissors. My teeth are so much better. Andrew, links at the top if you want to jump on.
Oh, go on.
Plus, it means I've got to go and find the scissors. Somebody had my scissors, so they're not in here.
Bye.
I don't need them now. I've opened the plastic. Why they wrapped all the wood in plastic? Is that another piece of that is? That's another piece of sandpaper. What are they? There's white stickers. Then you got these plastic bits. So I'm guessing is the map, and then the wooden bits. Andrew, you did. He's busy at the minute. They said, "Did I hear David?"
I'm on the toilet!
My followers didn't need to know you're on the toilet.
Okay, I'm taking a poop.
I'm actually putting this together for David because he took one look at it and went, hell no. So I'm putting it together. Oh my god, there is so many pieces. But first of all, I've got to find A1, which is there. And see if I can get the pieces out without breaking them. Yeah, you got piece A1 out. I didn't break it. Yeah, I can't really have a flat Earth. Uh, that is one way to look at it. I can't really have a flat Earth. A2 and A3. Oh, it looks like the pieces go round in the numbers, David. Yeah. Or I can do it. No, I can't. Watch this go badly wrong like my last one. That I may add broke and I still haven't had a replacement. But if anybody wants to come and chat, please feel free. The link is at the top. All I say is if you're under 18, you're not allowed on the panel. But you can be in the chat. Let's file down these little pieces. I think Justin's gone to take a nap. Right, so if you hold that like that. So that goes in there. And this piece goes in there. Oh, I think I've just put that piece upside down. If anybody wants to know what the temperature here in the UK is, it is currently 3 degrees. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. Yeah, Gitchy got us this when Gitchy was here. I'm sure it's not too complicated to put together. I've done that part. Right. I need to find G1. Oh, I was talking to David, Trevor, that's why. I should have audio now.
Let's talk there now.
Yeah, David wanted me, so I had to mute myself. G1, there's G1. You always talk shit. G1 and G4. G4. There's no G4. What's G3, G2? Oh, G4. Yeah, Trevor. Was talking to David and I didn't want to seem rude. I just forgot to tell people I was muted. So how is everybody on this Sunday? If I hear shit from the person behind me once more. Right, there's no way I can file that. Right, so you get this sticky thing. You put that in the middle. Too many pieces. And push it on there. All the way down.
Do you want chips, yeah?
Yeah. All right, we'll swap over to this camera now so you can kind of see what I'm doing. G6. And G5. G6 and G5. What one goes on first? G6. Here comes Bill. Oh, I forgot to file that piece. Come on. Right, there's that bit. Hey. A4. A4. Hello, Bill.
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right.
Thought I'd stop and say hello for a couple minutes. Didn't feel like going to my dad's. Don't feel up to it today. a little irritated with live streaming in general, actually. But people say stupid stuff and it's getting on my nerves. Probably shouldn't. Probably time to give it a break.
Ugh.
You know. In fact, I know it shouldn't. I say stupid stuff to people all the time. For example, great, Justin's here. And that's unfair to him because he's a lovely human being.
That's funny.
I
I
just
saw
said you're a lovely human being. What's wrong with that?
The lovely bit.
I didn't. I don't mean his appearance. I can't even see him.
Oh my god, this is already confusing me.
You are there, Justin, right?
yeah. In there.
Oh,
Don't you get you got a little frustrated last night?
yeah.
I don't blame you.
I'm a redneck apparently because I have a
I
chain link.
watched I watched that whole time.
Yeah, I lost my temper because I was drunk. But I mean, I'm a redneck because I have a chain link fence. So why do I have the chain link fence? Oh, because they're cheap.
No,
Fuck
they're
you.
not really. Chain
No,
link
they're
fence
not.
is
And I'm
really
sorry,
not.
but there's chain link fences all over New Jersey, Northeast New Jersey, New York. Lots of rednecks there, you jackass. You know what it does? Keeps your pets in. You know what else it does? It's like 11 years old and it still looks like the day I put it in.
It
And I
will
live in
outlast a
Florida.
wooden or plastic fence.
Decorative fences blow down in Florida, but okay, that's what I am. I'm a redneck because I have a chain link fence to keep my dogs in the yard. What a fucking dickhead. It's not
Oh
good.
yeah, those plastic fences, they might look nice, but they're cheap as shit. And they're so way
No, the vinyl
overpriced.
ones look nice. I considered that, and if they blow over, they're easy to put back together. Wooden ones, when they blow off, they generally disintegrate and go through the windshield of your car and stuff. But
Oh, and then they kind of look shit after a couple of years too. They
yeah,
start getting real like discolored and everything from the sun.
yeah, no, it ain't cheap. And I mean, I got a great deal on that chain link fence, but again, 10, 11 years ago, on the dog when I got the dogs. And then
Shit, even temporary fencing is expensive.
And then the addition, what I had to do is because there were pups and they wanted to dig under it, was I bought pavers, the not the square ones, but the I don't know what they were, 9x5s or 10x6, I don't know, whatever they are, all the way around the base of the fence. So that cost me a few $100. And then because it's a lot of fence. It's not
That's
as
what
wide.
we did.
My fence, my yard's 86 feet wide. I went 80. I set it back, and then it's the whole backyard. But yeah, no, I
We
mean,
we
it
did that
looks
around my dad's chain link fence in California. We got a bunch of railroad ties that the he knew a couple people who worked for the railroad company, and they were all ones that they had taken out
uh
and replaced, and we got a whole truckload of them, and that's what we did. We buried them halfway down around the
right.
whole edge of the fence.
Kept the dogs in. The only thing
Yeah.
with those, you gotta be careful with those too, because they're soaked in creosote, which is not great. So if you see your animals are actually chewing on it, that's
hmm
bad. It's allegedly carcinogenous. And I'm not drunk. But yeah,
Hey, cool cat.
that would have been great if I had access to something like that. I definitely would have used it. You could even put it on the outside. So, but like I said, the pavers worked. In fact, they over time because it's sandy loam, they kind of sink down, so they're even harder to get around, underneath and around. And then by the gates, I used red brick, and I buried the red brick along the bottom of the gate, and trip on
Yeah,
it or whatever, and it worked fine.
way to do it.
Yeah, and it's been like that. These dogs are 11 years old. They don't care. They don't leave the yard anyway because they know better, but anymore, you know. But who knows? Something get their attention, they run off and get killed, or stolen because they're so darn cute.
So you got to watch little dogs
But what a
because
comment! What a
people.
what a what a elitist jackass. No names.
Oh,
Ugh.
that's materialism for you.
Yeah. Well, let's just remind everybody you make more money than me, douchebag. You know, talk about what you do all the time. How you got it. That's good.
Fuck's sake.
My brother probably makes 5 times what he makes. Never brings it up. His bonus last year was my yearly salary. He never brings it. You know, he's just like the opposite. He wants us to come up there and live with them because his house is so fucking big. You wouldn't even know we were in the same house at the same time. Whatever.
Oh,
Things worked out for him. That's all. He says, I'm the smart one. Yeah. That and $5 won't even buy you Starbucks anymore.
Yeah.
Whatever. Chain link fence. God, it's the first time I ever heard that. Chain link fences are for rednecks. I thought rednecks put up chicken wire.
well, like I said, even temporary fencing isn't cheap. Shit, you'll pay $10 just for one pole for one
I
of the
did that whole.
the.
To be honest, I did that whole backyard with a. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. That was rude. It's got two gates. It's got a 4-foot gate, 5-foot gate, 5-foot gate. Yeah, 5-foot gate, and then a double gate, and then it's 80 wide, and then I think another. Is it 60? This way, and then to the house, and I paid $2,000, a little over $2,000. It was a great deal to have that
Yeah, that's not
installed.
bad.
Oh, it's great. It's cheap. Now that fence would be at least 5. You know.
Yeah, because I got a 100-foot roll of temporary fencing and about 10 posts and a 4.5-foot gate. I think it's
Yeah.
either 4.5 or 5 foot.
I think you're
And that
fine.
shit was expensive, man. The gate alone was almost $100 and some dollars.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
And
this
then
was
the roll,
installed. That's what I paid that installed. I didn't do that myself. But yeah.
but I paid about what was it, about $400 for everything. I mean, which wasn't, it's not bad, but still, it's $400.
Yeah. No, everything's expensive. Nothing's cheap. How come
And
you didn't admit Daniel Morales? Go
I
Lions.
did.
It still says admit. Okay, I hit it. There he goes.
it's a two-factor authentication. Two people have
Well,
to.
if you, the geek protection mode. Hi, Daniel. Yeah. No, I thought about that could have like a privacy fence and all that, but twice the money and half the longevity. You're replacing them especially they got if you do wood, Florida sun, got to constantly coat it, not constantly, but you got to coat it either every year, every other year. You got
Yeah, all the neighbors around us all have wooden fences, and half of them are like brown or like almost black looking now because they've been out there so many years, and
I don't
they
know.
haven't done any of that.
Redneck. I guess the people behind me are rednecks. The people over there are rednecks because we got chain link, man. Yeah.
I mean, the only reason most people are going with vinyl fencing anyway is because a lot of neighborhoods are requiring you have that now. You know, like a
Really?
lot of HOAs, you have to have a certain type of fencing. Like the one we lived in before, it had to be vinyl fencing. They wouldn't allow you to put any kind
if
of.
you had a fence, you don't have to have a
Right.
fence. Right.
No. But if you wanted to put one up, you had to do
Right.
the
They wanted
vinyl.
to look like everybody else's.
Right. Dude, the fucking fence guys love those fences though when the hurricanes come through. Oh, it's big money then. They get to come in and do a whole neighborhood.
Yeah.
No, but you're right though. They're easy to take apart and put back together because one guy.
Flex, you buy the pieces from it, but unfortunately, sometimes if you have a specific pattern in it, slat
Oh
pattern,
yeah.
maybe they stop manufacturing that particular one, and now you got mismatched sections. It's like I don't know.
But we had a guy in our old neighborhood. He went around and he took down his entire fence in the matter of like 3-4 hours. Put it all in his garage, and all that was left was the posts.
Right.
And then when after the hurricane came through, he went back out a couple days later and put it back up.
Yeah, can you see me doing that? I don't even put up, I'm too lazy to even put up on the windows anymore. Oh God. But the wind blows through it, doesn't blow down, keeps the dogs out, keeps my dogs in. It's fine, But don't even think about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, usually the only thing that damages the chain link fence is if something hits it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But other than that, wind
Some
usually.
idiot backs into it and bends it out or whatever. But you can
Yeah, or a tree branch.
They're pretty sturdy. I mean, I dropped a pretty when I cut that huge tree down in my backyard. I dropped a pretty good sized branch right across the top of the thing, and it went, whoop. But I was able to. Did I jack it back up? I did something. I straightened it out. You can't tell it happened, but
Oh yeah, my dad had a big 6 foot chain link fence all around.
yeah,
He
ours is
had
only
two
4.
two eight 2 acres fenced in.
Ours are 4, and I kind of regret not going higher. I mean, it's fine for the dogs. My Shih Tzu's not going to jump over a 4 foot fence, but to keep other animals out, you know. But you know what? Even a 6, if there's a coyote or something that really wants to get to your pets, they'll get over that 6 foot.
Oh yeah. I've actually seen gators climb fences. The one that was behind our Walmart that one day, it was a 4 foot fence that went around a retaining pond, and he was on the outside, and he climbed over the top and bent the whole top of the fucking fence. We watched him. It was probably about a 3.5, 4 foot gator. Just grabbed right on the side and pulled himself right up over the top of the fence. Fucking bent the whole top of it.
I mean, I got other things.
Wonder if I still have that video.
I told you I'm
I had a
replacing
video
half,
of it.
half of my driveway, the culvert, and then widening it at the top so I could park on concrete. Well, I park next to my wife but I'm in the grass. It's just killed the lawn. Looks like shit. So we're doubling the top half of the driveway doesn't have a crack in it. So, you know, so I told you the story, right? I'm replacing
Yeah.
the bottom 25 feet and the culvert and then doubling it up at the top. $9,000 was the best deal I could get. And I reached out to several companies. 3 got back to me. And one was a guy I knew because he's an elk and he was the highest bastard. So I'm waiting for them to fit me in their schedule. They're clearly busy because they do a good job. And on top of it, they're doing a 5-inch slab instead of everybody does 4-inch. So they're doing a 5-inch slab, and they came in at the best price, and they have all kinds of huge, great reviews online, and they've been very professional. I like them. So far, we'll see what happens once the driveway's in. And it's an annoyance too because you can't really park on it for a month.
Right.
Oh, you have to wait a whole month?
Well, they say 2 weeks, but to be extra sure, that's fine.
Well, give it a month to fully cure.
Park in the front, park on next to it. For it to fully cure. I mean, I'm driving an F-150 now, so I don't want to take any chances. It's pretty heavy, Maybe in 3 weeks, my wife's little Kona, I'll let her park on it, but we'll see.
A fun fact talking about concrete. They actually said the concrete on the Hoover Dam was so thick it's going to take over 100 years to fully cure in the inside.
Oh, I believe that.
Is it?
Gee, seriously?
Yeah, because it's so thick.
How thick is it, like in numbers? Do you know?
Not offhand, but a fucking probably wider than a bus, I'm assuming. If you look at the pictures of when they were building it and they were putting the big squares in and filling them in, dude, the guys look like little ants on top of them.
Okay. Here we go. Hoover
There's
Dam.
enough concrete in that to pave all the road, all the highways in the U.S. or something. I mean, it's some ridiculous.
Yeah. But yeah, they said it would take over 100 years to fully cure.
Right when the warranty wears out.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but look how big each of those blocks, each one of those is a different concrete form that they're filling in. Those are fucking thick.
And I think this is what it looks like today.
Yeah, I've actually drove across it quite a few times when I was younger because the road goes right over top of it. Like a 2-lane highway. It's really cool because you can park on the little viewing section. If you can find a parking space, you can get out and look over it.
Damn.
Damn.
Hoover Dam is crazy.
Meters. Is
You
that
know
meters
anywhere to get
squared?
some damn bait?
Squared what? I was gonna go to my dad's today and feel up to it. Miserable today.
You guys end up getting any of those bikes sold yet or not?
No, I haven't advertised it. I just been sitting out there with a sign in the glass up by the house. People don't even notice it. I'm gonna grab next Sunday. I'm gonna go up early and I'm gonna bring the red one down on the trailer, and I'm gonna put it out front, and I'm gonna sell it. I'm also gonna put a stage 1 kit in the carb, so make it a little peppy. Fix that scratch you
You,
put in it too. This
you gonna
way it's here.
advertise it like on Facebook
This
Marketplace
way
or
it's-
anything?
that way it's here, and it's not a 3.5 hour round trip to go work on it. You know what I mean? What's that?
Are you putting it on Facebook Marketplace or anything? Or
I don't know. I mean, I'll try Craigslist. If it doesn't work, maybe I'll even do eBay. We'll see. eBay Motors, sell it. At first, I'm just gonna word of mouth it and put the sign out there. Who knows? Somebody in my neighborhood might want to grab it. I'm not worried about it. I know the bike. Believe me. Yeah, good shape.
is it harder to sell bikes though in the wintertime or no?
Easier.
Or do people expect to get better deals on them though?
Oh, easier. It's Florida.
I don't know. I've never sold
No,
bought bikes, so I'm not sure.
this is the time to sell them.
Okay.
As the
Because
weather's
I've only ever bought dirt bikes. I've never bought street bikes. So I don't know.
No, I mean, we're getting this cool weather now, which is a little less comfortable on a bike. Obviously, riding a bike in the 60s is less comfortable, but you just vest up and enjoy the ride, and put a jacket on, whatever. But pretty soon when it starts staying in the 70s and early 80s, that's beautiful. This is the time of year. But really, motorcycles in Florida, year round. Year round.
Never really bought or purchased them, so I wasn't sure. I guess up north that'd probably be a big difference.
Up north, yeah. If
Yeah,
you really want to move it, then they got you. I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to ride it for 3 or 4 months. I don't know.
But in the summertime, people are probably like, "Oh hell yeah!"
You got to talk. Them
That's
into
when
it.
they. Yeah, I'm sure when summertime rolls around up north, that's when people are thinking about buying a bike more.
Trevor's 4 down under. I think he was from. He's all for it though. But yeah, I'm gonna. I'm sure I'll sell it.
Do you have to have your endorsement in order to buy a motorcycle, or can you
No.
go in and buy one without it?
No, you don't even have to insure it. So a
Oh,
car,
wow.
people don't, and people do this all the time. They'll buy a car, they won't insure it. You have to insure it. If it's registered, it has to be insured whether somebody's driving it or not.
Man,
Motorcycles, you don't have to insure it if you're not putting it on the street. It could just sit in your driveway. But I know that people misread that and they think you don't even have to insure a motorcycle. Yeah, you do, you dumbass.
Oh yeah, like if you're riding it on the road, they're like, "Oh yeah, I don't have to have insurance."
Any vehicle on the road, like scooters, they'll buy scooters, 50cc scooters. Oh, you don't need insurance. Yes, you do. Get into an accident with
Yeah.
one and hurt somebody and see what happens to you.
Yeah, or if you land in somebody's Miata top, yeah, you got to have something to cover that.
There's been people that have been killed because they were hit by people on scooters.
Mhm.
Broken legs. I know something. Actually, right, my wife's where she works, right in the parking lot. Somebody hit somebody with a scooter and broke this old woman's leg. No insurance. You're screwed. It's just like any vehicle. You want to get away with not having insurance, you're taking your luck. You're taking your chances. Florida is king of uninsured motorists. There's some estimates up to 40% of the road cars out there are uninsured.
Jesus Christ, that much?
Yeah,
Holy hell!
we're number 1. That's right. You got to have that on your policy, uninsured motorist on your policy, which
What?
is 30% of my policy because it's
So what's
other hills.
what's
Huh?
the reason causing that though? Like, why is Florida so high? There's got to be some kind of underlying reason.
No inspections. People aren't catching them.
explanation.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
No car inspections. You got to show your insurance when you show up, to get your car inspected. You just drive careful and not get pulled over. But the first time you get pulled over, they're going to park your car for you. And yeah, it's money. But my truck with collision, just my truck alone, $90 a month. I mean, if you can't afford that, then don't drive. Hey, you know
Yeah,
what's at the front
shit.
door? Food.
Yeah, because I've had insurance in 3 or 4 states, and it's not any more expensive here than anywhere else.
Well,
North
here
Carolina
in-
was probably the cheapest.
yeah, here in Australia, we got the requirement that you've actually, when you register your vehicle, you insure it at the same time. So it means you can't have your vehicle registered unless it's insured. Which works reasonably well, and they've got cameras that if it detects an unregistered vehicle, that they know that it's not insured as well. So um, that you get a nice fine in the post if you go through one of the red light cameras or whatever without breaking the law. But if your vehicle's unregistered, it will automatically do an infringement for unregistered, uninsured.
I
So
know we have red light cameras here, but I know a lot of people made big deals about those when they first came out with them. Some cities have really gone with them. Some cities have been hesitant about it. But I've never seen speed cameras like you guys have over there. I think
Yeah,
you
we've
guys have
got-
speed cameras. I've never
Yes,
seen
yes.
those.
yeah, speed cameras. The police in this state have got a whole heap of vans that have. If you know what you're looking for, you'll actually spot the speed camera. But yeah, they it's a bit of glass. It's just a slightly different color in the back of the van, and they normally park on the side of the road, and by the time you see them, you're actually done.
Right.
But yeah, we've got those, and we've the latest toy they're playing with is mobile phone detection cameras to detect people using their mobile phone while driving.
It's like the people that slow down that are doing 90 and a 30 as they're passing the cops. Like, bro, he already got you.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Wrong button. Yeah.
How I saw a good one last night. Go a car's nicely going down the road, and police turned around behind him, and he slowed down to near enough to a crawl. They weren't after him; they were actually returning to the station, which they had to do a U-turn to go back to the station. But they ended up pulling him over and did him for drunk driving. Turned out he got all worried when the police turned around behind him. So that was a good catch.
yeah, some police departments here now, I was watching, they're doing like in my county, they're doing where they have this school bus that they drive around. And they have these little windows that look down in the cars. And if they see you on your phone at the red light, then they have cops stationed in different spots down the highway, and then they'll get you for being on your phone. And I've seen it, and I've seen videos on YouTube of other areas in the country where police departments have started utilizing that. And it's a way because people don't pay attention at a stoplight to a school bus. You know, they're
Yeah,
not paying attention to
It's,
that. They just look right down in your car through a little window, a little sneaky window.
yeah,
Okay.
it's really bad when you've actually got people that actually are texting while driving, and their eyes are on the phone, and they drift onto the wrong side of the road. I've had so many vehicle accidents that I've attended to that have been cases where people have done exactly that. They've taken their eye off the road for a couple of seconds just to read an SMS message or send an SMS message that they'll be home shortly. And lo and behold, in the time it took them to actually tap that out, they drifted on the wrong side of the road, and they won't be home shortly. But yeah, it's a big problem. Before mobile phones, we didn't have this problem, but obviously mobile phones are they should have gone ahead and come out with a generic car kit for every car. That'd been a quick way of fixing it right from day one. You put your phone in the car kit. You can take calls and etc. But it stops your phone from being able send SMS messages and stuff like
can-
that.
Right, oh.
If the vehicle's moving.
East
Yeah.
Coast, if you're familiar with Haines City, be careful because that fucking town is loaded with red light cameras.
No, thank you.
I went to go through an intersection one day, and of course,
No,
a
thank
truck
you.
went too far. Or he didn't go. He was going through the light, and I was coming up behind him, and he was
No,
sticking
thank
out
you.
into the. Who the fuck are you talking to?
David.
Yeah.
But the ass end of the truck was hanging out into the thing. I thought he was going to keep going forward. He stopped, and I looked up. I see the light turn yellow. Yep, I took my utility truck right up onto the sidewalk. I was like, "Fuck this! I'm not getting a ticket." And since
Yeah,
it was
well-
normal for us to do that, I just went ahead and did it and pretended like I was supposed to be there.
Well, the only time I've gone through a red light cam, but we've actually gone through on a red light, was in an emergency service vehicle, and you go through and you see the flash go off, with them getting their multiple angles of your registration, etc., to make sure they've got you. And luckily, because the vehicle I was in, I don't hear anything more about it. But you know you've been you were actually got by the red light camera.
Yeah.
But we've got little things on top of our vehicle to go flash that make it easy to actually do such things like that.
Hey, Roland.
Even though there's always been rules and regulations in regard to doing that these days, but we don't have them out here in the country so much. But we kind of in the cities, they've got a lot of intersections that have got the red light cameras on them, and not all of them are
Got the
active all the
2-factor,
time.
Bill?
Did we all press it?
Like I said, you got to do the 2-factor.
I didn't press it that time.
Hey,
Too quick for me.
Dominic.
Hey,
Good
Dom,
evening.
what's up? How are you?
Right. I'm all right. Yeah, just pretty much just woke up.
It said you was online 4 hours ago.
I must have left the phone on then. I just woke up, really.
Yeah, because I messaged you going, what are you doing awake?
Oh, I didn't see that.
See, you're in the Ewok forest there.
Oh, there, yeah.
Yeah, Tim thought I was playing a game the other day because I had left Discord up on the
please.
computer, and it said, "Why do you keep answering when I'm talking?" No, but I left Discord up on the computer for like 2-3 hours. He thought I was playing a video game because
Yeah.
on my Discord it won't tell you what I'm playing. It just says I'm watching Pornhub.
Why?
Because I
That
set it permanent
sounds
like
funny.
that, so it won't tell
Oh,
you what
so
I'm watching.
You can purposely set that shit. Nice.
Right.
Oh, I thought you meant why would you watch Pornhub? Do we need to explain that to you, Dan?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you don't need to explain.
I don't know.
He knows the theme song at the beginning. Everybody does.
Yeah.
And did you ever see the video of the kid at the high school and he was playing the guitar and he
Yeah.
plays the theme from Pornhub and a whole crowd just fucking erupts in the
Yeah.
auditorium. I was like, oh my God. So it's
I have to
bad.
admit something to you guys. I didn't even know it had a theme song.
Yeah, they play the same little like tone before each video. And so it's become this thing like people will play it in public places and they'll see who turns their head like.
You sound very familiar. No, I've never used Pornhub. There's a lot of
I just heard about it yesterday. You know, so.
Yeah.
That's what he tells us.
You know what, Bill? Chain fences are so fucking in.
He didn't know what you was going to say then.
I loved it. You dick.
Maybe fuck you, click.
Oh. See, I'm not the only one that has outbursts. I'll fucking
Hey,
tell
I have a
her who
home
he
with a
is.
chain link fence. What are you saying about me, you motherfucker? I'm not even thinking about putting
And
it
then
in.
he
I have
and then he
it.
just left. Like,
Who just left?
Daniel, he's got a habit of doing that.
Talking about redneck, Daniel's left.
He probably is a
Don't
chain
let
link
him get to you, Bill.
fucking elitist, smug little douchebag.
what's up, Donald?
Hey, Donald.
Let's be honest. There's been many a times that all of us have wanted to call him a dick and do that.
Not the first time I've been pissed at him, actually.
Oh, Donald can't join. He's got no power.
Oh no.
What's up, Ruland, Andrew? If I didn't say hi to you.
Talk about
Cool cat.
Hello to everybody I've missed.
6 degrees and no
I'm
power.
gonna drink this one first.
Shit.
Did you shake this?
Yeah.
No generator, Don?
Yeah, Mike was out of power for like half the day the other day.
Go in your car.
Third world problems.
Yeah.
Me and Dominic don't have that problem.
Being a card carrying redneck, I got a generator in my shed.
I've got a Tesla Powerwall on the side of the building,
Yep.
so I don't have the power outage go out.
Everybody in South Australia.
How long will that run your whole house for, though?
No, thank you.
It's guaranteed with the air conditioner going. I'll get 18 hours. If I don't run the air conditioner, I can go for the full 24, and by which time the solar panels have cut back in to actually top it up. So
That's not bad.
technically
18 hours with the air conditioner.
So technically speaking, if I'm not needing the air conditioner, I can technically make it to sunrise, and the solar panels kick back in. They actually put power back into the battery, and keep the place going through the day, and then we're back on battery overnight. So it could be continuous. It's only a case that if I go ahead and run the air conditioner constantly, then I'm going to have a problem. Yeah, it's good. It was a good investment.
Daniel must be watching Pornhub before the NFL game. Okay. That's
And Bill, we've got the longest chain link fence probably on the planet here in South Australia. It goes for about 800 kilometres. It's called the vermin proof fence. They actually rolled out chain link fence all the way. So here in South Australia, we've got the longest chain link fence. So there's nothing wrong with chain link fence.
like I said, and
feel
this
the
shit
need
ain't
for a
cheap.
privacy fence. I'm not doing anything weird in my backyard. Well, yeah, I am, but I just like people to watch. If it's too weird, I actually have 2 sheds. That's right. Build 2 sheds, Ronane.
So whacking off in my tool shed.
Well, I got the bigger one and the smaller one. It depends on how wild I'm going to get. I got 2 vinyl one's frame with aluminum. But anyway, I like the vinyl one, but over the years, heat from Florida, roof sagging a little. Might be
Oh, you're good, Donald. Got a fireplace.
And pump water purifier. Yeah, that's a redneck. And a freezer utility. Okay. All right. But you're not online, though.
Now, is it proper firewood, Donald?
Or are you just burning your furniture?
Proper firewood. Yeah. Well, like you said, when you run out of that, you got furniture. Got that big old wooden deck in the backyard. You can use parts of that. How long's the power been out?
So he lives in an area up in the top end there, top end of the US, because
Missouri.
another Another person I actually know is actually up there, and he's just had he had a 3-day long blizzard, and had nice snow all over the ground and etc. He wants my heat back. Like we're having really nice warm days here.
Good for you.
What day?
All right, I can do that.
We're on
My phone just wind up.
the
I'm
14th.
such a smart ass. I swear.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, good for you.
I missed that sound effect. There's 2 milks though, David. I brought one the other day.
His phone is wind up. So that's what you meant when you said you were cranking your to your phone? You weren't watching videos on it? Cranking to it?
That was good with Pornhub.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Don't go out now.
Why won't you go on?
In fact, what the hell are you building anyway?
Well, you weren't here at the beginning, were you?
No, I was in the middle of something.
That side.
Oh, the globe thing. Okay, yeah.
Yep. At the moment, I've got a flat Earth.
A what? Flat Earth?
Is that all metal or plastic?
No, it's wood.
Oh, okay. It'd be cool to get a metal one like that to be able to do.
I'm starting to dislike this already.
I'm assuming looks like it's got wiring and all that.
Yep, it lights up. What I'm going to say to Gitchy is next time you send us something, put it together first.
Got a tip for this. If you buy a used car, especially like a later model one. If you want to know what the service
Tomato, please.
if you want to look at the interrupt me. You want to look at the service history on it. On that truck, I went to the Ford.com. I already had an account from when I used to, because I had bought a Fusion, an 18 Fusion. So I dropped the Fusion off. I added the truck to it, and I wanted to see what the previous history was. Now, this will only work if they actually use a Ford dealership for their service and like that, which they generally do at the beginning because service warranties. But anyway, it said that I was limited view because according to their records, I didn't own the truck. So I reached out to them through their chat today. That's one of the reasons I didn't go to my dad's, because I had to wait till 11 a.m. on Sunday to chat. I couldn't call at all. And they updated it to me once, which is funny because all I did was tell them my name and my address. And they said, okay, it's your truck. No verification, nothing. But I mean, I've owned vehicles on that site before. I guess they just trusted me. So anyway, they put it in there and they said, oh, you got to now delete the truck and come back in 24 to 48 hours and put it in. You'll see the service warranty, but you'll see the history and whatever else. But be sure to, do that. And I didn't. I just said, okay, thank you. And I went back in and refreshed it, and there it was. And I could see the history. But again, only the stuff that was done at a Ford dealer. And fortunately, this guy did a lot, if not all, but a lot. I wanted to see if any work was done on the transmission or whatever, especially the tranny. They changed the fluid in it, whatever. Pretty cool, and it works. So there's a tip for you in case you're interested in that.
Any major shit done on it or no?
No, nothing
That's
major.
good, huh?
Nope. I did all data with just like a Carfax on a tonnage. So there was that.
Bill,
Actually,
your
the only
mic's
thing-
low.
Yeah.
My mic's slow.
Yep.
Yeah. No, your mic has just dropped.
Or it could be every time we start talking, Laura's like, tomato. No, thank you. I'll have that.
How about now? I'll just talk a little louder. Just talk
Yeah,
a
that's-
little louder. Is that louder? It
That's
should be
better.
louder.
Yeah.
My clipping light is starting to come
I
on.
don't know, Laura. Yell over him.
Okay, so anyway, what was I saying? Was I saying anything important?
No, nothing.
Well, thanks, Dominic. So anyway, I wanted to see, because I'm.
Oh, you were
concerned.
talking about the Carfax one you did.
Yeah, I
Mm.
did. It's all data, and it showed nothing. But the Carfax or one of the other services said it did have an accident, but it wasn't a major one. Somebody sideswiped it. So that's why the paint looks brand new, because it got a brand new paint job. View.
Probably dented the door or something stupid.
Yeah, that's where it showed. It hit it on the one side on the door. So they paint the whole thing when you do that. And it looks good. I mean, they forcibly sold me a 2-year warranty on the paint and interior. They tell me, oh, no, everybody has to have this. It's part of the deal at this dealership. And then I read the paperwork the other day and it said, there's no
Optional.
requirement to buy this warranty. Motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's what the guy told you.
Yeah, the finance. I mean, he's I guess a finance guy, but I didn't finance anything. They did that, and they hooked me up for low jacks for 2 years. I don't even know if there's a low jacks unit in the thing. So we're gonna wait till Tuesday. I'm gonna contact them. That was $700. Now that's a lot more than low jacks usually is, but that includes installation and all this other stuff, activation, and a profit for the dealership apparently. That's just the shame of it. If I tried to get a refund on that, like say, no, cancel it. It's only going to be like a couple $100 maybe. So I'm not that worried about it. If it works, it works. Low jack's a cool thing to have. People steal them.
You have to set up a account and all that with it, don't you?
Yeah, I'm waiting for them. They sent me an email saying, thank you for purchasing it. We'll be following it up with another email to once I don't know, something about ownership is blah blah blah. So they haven't gotten back to me. I bought it November 22nd, so I'm gonna call them Tuesday, see what the deal there is. I've got the.
I wouldn't be surprised if they don't have.
I've got the signed contract and the fact that I paid for it. So
I wouldn't be surprised if they don't have like some kind of app now for that or something too.
They
You get
do.
to download and
Yeah.
they do it, but it's a lot easier now. The new low jacks accounts just ties right into the GPS that's already in your car. That doesn't have a built-in GPS in the car. I use the phone GPS. So
that's
I would need a low jacks device in the vehicle, which they hide.
that's one thing I did like about the Chrysler when I had it is there was an app. It was like $3 or $4 a month, but you could remote start your car and unlock it, open the trunk, and pretty much it was like a mobile key fob on your phone.
Yeah,
And you
my
could
wife
do it
was
from
all-
anywhere.
Mhm.
And there was a couple times where Sarah locked her purse in the car, and I was able to remotely unlock it for her so she could get in there.
My wife has all that on her Kona. I got the ultimate. Never uses it. Never, ever use it. Not just remote lock, remote start with AC, remote start with heat, whatever. You
Oh,
can
dude,
do
I
all that.
love the remote start. I used to use it all the time.
Yeah, never use it.
So you set the temperature, or you set your air conditioner or your heater, whatever time of the year it is.
No, it's a lot.
Start that shit up.
If I was in a state where it was actually pretty freaking cold out there, I would when I start getting ready for work, start the car up, warm it up, melt the frost off the windows. Absolutely.
But in reality, it's actually not like, say, I don't know if your truck has one, but if you wanted to install one on your truck, they're relatively inexpensive to install a remote start. They're actually very cheap.
Yeah.
I think you get like a whole setup for like 80, 90 bucks. They're not very expensive.
But can it control I wouldn't be able to control my AC and like that though, would it?
Oh no, it's just I don't know if you could do it with like I'm sure you could probably program it in with your key fob. I don't know. I've never actually done a home one, but I've seen them at the hardware stores. They have the little kits up on the walls behind the counter, and they're usually around 70 to 80 bucks.
I'll look into it. There's
90 somewhere.
a lot of stupid things I want to do. I might be replacing the center of my dashboard with a giant 12 or 14-inch screen. We'll see. You could do that too, Android.
Mhm.
Big old
Oh, I'll always love watching people get their very first car, like a kid or somebody. One of the first thing they do is they go buy a steering wheel cover and floor mats and an air freshener. And
I did buy a steering wheel.
Nothing
Did
wrong
you?
with that.
Yeah, a lot of people will do that when they get a new car. They'll want to go buy all the little accessories for it.
Oh,
and
I'm
everything.
doing all kinds of. I told you I put toolboxes, swing out toolboxes in the back, and a tonneau cover, and replaced the cushion in the seat. I got this made for the truck phone mount thing that looks great. I got today. I just replaced my reverse lights with LED, so it's brighter
Nice.
when I back up.
LED looks nice on cars though.
Well, and this is just for the reverse lights, because if say you do the turn signals or any kind of flashing, it'll blink, 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 because there's no resistance. So you actually have to put resistors in the line and all this. I don't need my turn signals be that any brighter than they already are. But I am considering, I mean, down the road, maybe I'll get those motion LED turn signals in the back there, just to annoy the people.
Oh yeah, those are pretty cool. I've seen those on a lot of pickup trucks. Those are actually cool, kind of cool looking. And they'll also put the little light bar down like right below the tailgate, and it will do the same thing when they do the turn signal. The whole bar will go in one direction.
Yeah.
But no, my Chrysler had the LED. They were like an LED headlight, but those things were fucking bright. And I'll tell you, man, the high beams was crazy bright on that car.
I
But the
don't know if
frickin-
Tim's winding you up or he's still saying your mic's low.
Or maybe Justin's is
Apparently-
high.
How does it
Apparently
sound to
my
you guys?
chat froze.
I can hear you.
Oh, let me go to
Oh, it
YouTube.
sounds
and see.
fine here.
It might be just Tim needs to turn his hearing aid up.
He needs to get the shit out of his ears.
I just listened to it on YouTube, and you sounded fine on YouTube.
It's Tim. It lights up.
Remember when I was having that same issue though with my mic on Zoom, where everybody said it was really low, and I'd had to turn it all the way up, and they still nobody in the
I'm just
chat
trying to
could hear
get
me.
to shut up. That's all I was
Right.
trying to
I'm going to turn my camera
Shut
off for a minute because I'm going to eat.
do.
Ah,
Turn your mic off too if you want.
And whose stream do you think this is?
Wasn't this Bill's stream?
Nope.
Oh shit, I'm out of here then.
All right, bye.
Put him in the waiting room.
Everybody's cameras off apart from Build.
I hope these are brighter. I made a little video with my phone to see if my reverse lights were brighter. I think so. I did this for nothing, probably.
Hey, George, 1, 2, 3.
Well, if anything, those bulbs should last longer than your traditional anyway. So
Yeah, but that's not a big deal. They're cheap. Well, even these were cheap. weren't expensive. Like $6 or $7 a piece or something. It's no big deal. $8. I don't know. But I just when I'm backing up out of the driveway at night, there's no street lamp down there. It's kind of dark, and when I have to cut in to get back onto my driveway, and I don't let if you're not paying attention, I could easily dump the wheel into the culvert and then catch I don't want to catch the sidewall on that metal pipe, So not that I ever would, because I do it all the time and I know exactly what I have to do. But it just bothers me that I could see it, but not that great. I just wanted a little more light. I think I accomplished that. I'll find that out later tonight. I'll back it out. But not a big deal. Like I said, if I had a backup camera, it wouldn't even be an issue.
oh, you could do that in a remote start all in one package. There you go.
Yeah, backup camera is not cheap either if you do it right. I want to wire it OEM, baby. That way I have the dynamic lines in the camera and everything. You can get these aftermarket ones when you just have the static lines, and but it's part of the door handle. It's part, or not door, but the the gate
latch. Yeah.
right. And you don't want to buy some cheap aftermarket one. The fucking gate handle, the handle breaks right off. you know, want to get at least the OEM. So then you buy the ones that have that actually use an OEM handle in the kit. Now they're up at $380, $400. And they still don't have the dynamic because you didn't wire it like you would wire an OEM one. So it's like, well, I want to spend that for about $410. I can buy all Ford parts and get my dynamic thing, but it's a little more complicated because I don't have to. The truck wasn't set up for it, so the harness. You still have to buy a harness for the gate, but the harness that you plug into that goes to the front of the truck only has the power light leads for the electric handle, the electric lock on the gate. It doesn't have the other 5 wires you need for the camera.
You have to
So-
literally run all the wiring too.
Yep.
Oh God,
It's not that bad.
it's not.
I found a guy. There's a guy on the on the YouTubes that shows the whole deal if it's already wired. And then he said, and I realized a lot of people don't have they if it doesn't, you know, because his was a 17 without a backup camera, but the harness had the 5 wires in it, so it was really so he did all that as if it was already done. But then he in his description he wrote down exactly what you needed to get, and a link to a web page that shows you how to add those 5 wires to the harness jack. And it's actually cheap. It's just 5 20-foot lengths of 16 gauge different color wire. Some that conduit, you know, that black plastic cheap ass conduit that goes from at 20 feet of that's nothing, you know. I doubt you can get 20. Whatever roll is less than $10. And some duct tape and the pins. You actually have to rewire the plugs by putting the pins in and adding the wires. And he linked to a page where a guy shows you how to do it. And he actually tells you this pin, he had it all spelled out. It's nice. This pin on the back plug, the lead goes to that pin and the harness in the front, and so on and so forth for the 5 wires. So it's not a huge ordeal. Just time.
No, Tim, on our end, it sounds fine. And when I went to YouTube on my phone and on my computer, nothing. I don't know. Must be something on your end, dude.
How are you doing? How's that, Tim? Is that better?
Like I said, on here, you sound fine. And I listened to the stream on YouTube on my computer and my phone. It sounded fine to me.
Want me to whisper
I
in
don't
your
know.
ear? Never mind, I will just leave. Oh God, he's crankier than I am.
There's nothing we can do about it because, like I said, when I watched YouTube on my phone and on the computer,
Yeah, but
It
it's
sounds
funny that it's
fine,
only
so-
me, you know. And
well,
I'm
we had
trying
that
not
problem. Oh, I was gonna say we had that problem one day when I was on here with my mic too, doing that. Everybody said I was really low, but everybody on the panel said I sounded fine.
to
I
keep
don't
saying
know.
he's going to leave. Who told you to leave? I'm looking at the box over there, and right here, if I talk at this volume, the clip light comes on occasion. Well, almost every sentence. I'm trying not to clip, you know, because then it sounds like shite. I can move it closer. Maybe it's the,
Maybe turn your volume up in the Zoom settings. Do you have it on auto or is it?
I don't know. Let me see. No, I don't have it on auto. All right, let's do that. Okay, I have it on auto now.
You're a little louder now, but not overly loud. So
I don't want to.
maybe
I don't like auto anything because then and now it's really going up. I don't like. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm quieter than you guys because I don't have it on auto. But see if it
I
did.
don't have.
But if it's one that's doing this, if it adjusts my Windows settings, then it screws everything
See-
else up.
See, I don't have it on auto either.
No.
Mm-mm. Like I said, but there was one day I had that same issue, and it was with Zoom, and everybody was complaining my mic was really, really low.
Right.
And no matter what I did, it just to everybody in the chat, they couldn't hear me, but everybody on the panel could hear me fine. So
Test,
I think it
test.
might be some glitch with Zoom.
1 2 1 2. Testing, 1, 2, 1,
Holy
2.
fuck.
How's that? Is that loud? I was just checking
Reverberated
to
my
see. Yeah, Zoom volume lowered, but the Windows volume didn't lower. Okay, that's good.
kinda felt that in my testicles, Jesus.
Ooh, from my mouth to your testicles. Yeah, he got it in my mouth the second try. Yes, he did. We keep saying, "Oh, we'll just leave." That you don't need our permission to come and go, Tim. Do what you want. You know. I'm sorry I'm making you feel like you have to leave because of the volume of my voice.
Well, if he's at home, he could just come on the panel.
You could.
Because, like I said, on the panel, you sound fine. So,
Anyway,
I think that sometimes, though, that shit can just be a glitch with either YouTube or the streaming service you're using. There's really nothing you can do about it. Maybe leave and come back in or something like that. But other than that, there's really nothing you can do about that. It's like, why would it sound fine on my phone and on my computer? But then on his end, it sounds like you're really low. So I'm thinking that might be a glitch with YouTube.
you can't hear my vaping, right?
For a split second, you could, but no.
And then it cuts it out. That's pretty amazing. Anyway, I'm going to go eat some pizza. And I'm going to take a nice afternoon nap on a Sunday. I accomplished
fish and chips.
I accomplished
Already had
putting
one of
taillight
those.
bulbs in my truck. That took a whole 15 minutes, and I'm done for the day. That's the one thing on this truck that they make that really easy. Two screws, pull back on the thing, pull out the plug, plug in a new one, put it back together. Boom, it was easy. Nice.
I hate the ones where you got to turn the front wheels one direction. You have to reach up through the little door. Oh God, those ones are a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I had to do that on my sister's car, and it was easy getting the bulb out when you got up in there. But then when you went to put the other one back in, you were trying to line it up. You can't see shit what you're doing. And it took me like 10 minutes to get that fucking thing lined up correctly to get it twisted in there.
Yeah. So you what I'm talking about as far as the console is concerned. What I've been looking at.
Yeah, how much is that going to run you?
Well, there's all different around $800-900 for Android 9, somewhere in there. I mean, if I wanted to do OEM, all I would have would be an 8-inch screen. It would cost me a couple of grand. I mean, if I was going to do that, I'd just get an aftermarket double DIN radio, and spend $3 on that. But the thing that's expensive about that truck is the replacement on the dash. You got to replace all the way from the above the radio all the way down to your air conditioning controls. It's all one big giant piece. You know what I mean? Not some little square mounting thing that you put in there. You got to replace the whole front of your dashboard. So that part alone is $330. I mean,
I miss that.
Huh?
I was gonna say I miss that radio I had back in my Toyota back in the day. It was a one that had the 7-inch flip out screen. You turn the car on and it'd come out all fancy, flip up on you. You can get those super cheap now. Those things were like $1,000 back when I put it in there, but now you can get them for like a couple $100.
There we go. Phoenix, there's one. That's 700. It's a bad picture. Let me see. F-150. Is this the right one? They got different levels. I mean, this one's got 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of ROM space. This I need it for the OEM 4-inch screen with regular sync. That's the one I want. Okay. How much is that? It's unavailable. Okay, let's go to a different site. I think the Chris one I used to be available. Here's one on Amazon for only $589. You got to get the right one though, because it's got to be because I have regular sync and the 4-inch screen. So you got to get because they'll give you the right harnesses to plug into it. God, that looks so cool though. I'll show you this in a second. Make sure it's the right one.
Well, it might
Android.
tell you in the Amazon listing what cars it's compatible with.
Well,
Does
you
it give
got
a
to
list?
select the right one when you order it. See, this one's only got 2 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs of space on it. ROM, hard drive space, basically.
And if it's Android, definitely think of it as a tablet. You probably want as much RAM as you can get.
This is the right one for my unit, though, and it's only 500. I mean, yeah, more RAM is better because it'll be faster.
more
But
responsive.
really, how fast do? Yeah, but how many times are you touching it once you start driving it? You know what I mean? It took me an extra 5 seconds for that screen. Once it's up there, it's up there. Unless
I mean, you're not trying to catch up on old episodes of Matlock while you're driving. I mean, come on, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to, but you can actually watch like streaming video on these things.
Yeah, well, there's a feature that you're supposed to put into it that tells whether it's in park or not. You can remove that. Like when the guy installed my stereo, I told him, I said, I want to be able to play videos on it while I'm driving because my Sarah's in the car and we were going on a road trip. I said, I don't want it, have to be parked to watch a movie or something if she wants to watch something. So he took the little thing out that was supposed to be tied into whether the car was in park or not. He just didn't install it, and it would still play video going down the road.
Yeah, I'll share this. Show you what it looks like. Be cool, huh?
Oh, that is badass. Yeah, that's nice looking.
Yeah. What did they do here?
Really cool.
Can you see me moving the mouse around? The
Yeah.
AC, that thing's normally a solid cover. Why is there a hole there in an empty socket? The cover on I have that, but the door is solid. There's no opening there. You would lift it up to use it. That's
Maybe
ugly.
they just left it open just for the visual.
Well, no. I mean, this has nothing to
don't
do with
know.
this part. This doesn't come off over here. Whoever owns
I
this
don't know.
truck decided to drill a hole there so they don't have to open the damn door, I guess. And mine's not 4-wheel drive. You could see over on the left there's 4-wheel drive. But over there, what do I have? I have a controller from my the electric brake control for the trailer. But can you see how big a cover you need to replace the radio in this unit? It actually, you see where these knobs are? You keep the knobs, but the thing goes all the way down to the bottom and all the way up to the top.
That is
Yeah.
nice, though. I like that.
That would be cool. And with this unit, they give you can do both. You can use the knobs, or you see the touch right above the knobs, the touch screen where it says with the AC controls. You can
Yeah,
actually do the
that-
AC controls from the screen itself.
That's really nice. That is cool looking. That'd look nice in your truck.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, oh wait, I know why this one's cheap. I'll bet you it doesn't have it does have Android Auto. Oh shit. Why is it? Yeah, it's because it's only got 2 gigs of RAM. They got them
And
up
it's
to
got
8.
Android 13 too, which is one of the latest. So that's good.
Yeah, that's what's on my
Android
phone.
13 looks a hell of a lot like iOS.
Well, that's on a it depends on the layout. Android can look like any way you want it to look.
Yeah, just they're using the same icons then.
Yeah, the settings icon looks like the Apple icon.
Yeah.
I
So
noticed
does
that
the
too.
calendar, and so does the messages.
Oh, it may adjust to whatever type of phone you're using though too. It could be
Yeah.
compatible with Apple too.
It's just a different brand, I think. It's $10 more. 2 gigs of RAM, same thing.
Huh.
Yeah, see, this is what you have to buy to put in
OEM.
An aftermarket radio. See this thing?
Yeah. It's that whole
Yeah.
cutout.
Oh, wait a minute. No, this is Android 13. Oh, that's kind of cool. This is way cheap. And you're going to end. This is I haven't seen this one before. And
That's
it's got
only,
smaller
a, that's,
screen.
That's a double din, not the full din.
Right, but you would have to buy. Say you wanted to do a double din aftermarket radio, you have to buy a cover plate that looks
Yeah,
like
I know. I've been down that road before.
and just this is $330.
Yeah, I know.
How
with
is
a
this only
backup camera,
189
looks like.
bucks and it includes that? Look, see what it says. Android 13 car stereo.
I know.
Oh, it's too old for mine for one thing.
Yeah,
2012. Okay, yeah.
that's why.
That's too bad. Because that's not bad. That's too
And
cheap.
it had a $10 coupon. That's bullshit.
Probably sucks.
Well, it's probably
And you've got
because of the
to
year.
get the little tools to push the little things to come out. The
Yeah,
little
I mean,
lugs in it.
Bill, will the controls be on your steering wheel? Yeah, all the
You
ones I
gotta-
looked at, the steering wheel controls still worked. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Here we go. 14.4 vertical. Look at this bitch.
Oh,
you
wow.
go from that, this is what mine looks like, to that. Hold on. Let's see more images. Original, small. Yeah, I got this is what mine looks like at the top left here.
Yeah.
Look at the size of that thing.
Oh shit.
There it is installed in the car. It actually goes, look at see the top. Can you see my cursor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it actually goes above.
Yeah,
The
it looks like
dashboard.
more like it looks actually more like an actual tablet because
Yeah.
it goes above the dash.
Well, they both are, but this one is just 2 inches
Right.
2 inches bigger. So it actually goes above the leading edge on your dashboard, which so what?
Mm.
It's not blocking your vision or anything.
No, that's actually nice. I like that one.
Badass.
Now, the other one that you were looking at was really nice too because it kind of curved in with the dash. So it kind of looked like it was more built for it.
Yeah.
This one looks more like a,
Tesla.
yeah, exactly. Oh, and it's got some kind of controls on the top too. Look for your hazard lights and everything.
This is $1,000. And this is the panel that comes off here.
Now, does it come? I guess that one you don't need a plate for because
No. It gives
Yeah.
you these things typically give you a little short plate that gets attached to the bottom
yeah,
that plugs into the unit. And I think what you have to do, well, that's
Go
the
ahead and hit
media
that.
controls. All right, do you see how the other controls are missing here?
uh-huh.
They're still here. So either it does that or yeah, it has to because this is all one piece. So it gives you a little cover plate. And what you have to do is you have to unscrew the controls from the back of this plate and attach it to this one. See, so you have your knobs and your lights and all that other stuff. I've seen an install on that. It's not like it's hard. There's some small screws and the panel comes off of here and it attaches to that one.
What's up,
Yeah.
John?
Pretty badass. And you've got the AC controls and everything here on the touch panel if you want.
Mm.
Because this is what mine looks like here. These are my controls down here. And I like it.
How many
Alright,
gigs is that one?
This one is for Ford Raptor F-150. Just Raptor? Wait a minute. Don't tell me that shit.
No, it says the F350, F250,
Ford
F450.
Raptor.
F-150, 250, 350.
It may not work with mine. Let me see.
That one's got 128 gigs and 8 gigs of RAM.
Yeah, this is, and see the price, you know.
Hey, Mr.
That's why.
JLC.
JRC.
Sync 1. That's me. What's this one? Sync 3. Right. So this,
So you'd have to go with Sync 1.
right.
Now,
I mean, it looks exactly,
same?
it's exactly the same thing though. It just,
Specs are the same and everything. It's just different.
right.
plugs
You
and
need,
stuff.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you see a little. You got this little piece down here that attaches to the unit, and like I said, you would have to unscrew the controls and plug it in and put it in there.
Let's go ahead and see. Hit that buy button. Come on. So vicariously through Bill.
I just paid a $900 Amazon bill, and I got another like $400 ones coming up. But maybe after that, my birthday's coming up in April.
Look.
But what's the sense of this if I don't have my backup camera?
You paid $900 off on an Amazon bill, so you could buy a $900 radio.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
no.
why.
That's what it was. F-150.
Gotta use his birthday as an excuse to buy it.
Yeah.
I hope it has auto dark mode because you'd be driving down the highway looking, all lit up.
I remember when the Teslas first came out, and there was that one video the cop pulled him over because he thought it was a laptop open.
Ooh, this isn't
It's like,
good.
no, dude, it's built in.
This guy gave it 5 stars, but look, 38% 5, 22 4, 16% 1 star. Uh-oh.
But we also know how sometimes they rate this shit, though. They'll be like, oh, it didn't have a purple background that I wanted, so I gave it a 1 star, but the actual radio worked fine as intended. It's hard to go by fucking ratings, to be honest with you.
A lot of people are just either don't know what they're doing or they're full of shit.
Right, or their expectations were way higher than what the product actually
Yeah,
is.
this also, you can put a SIM card in this thing, actually, if you wanted to. It has cell phone capability. You could add it to your cell phone bill. Then you don't need your phone at all.
Oh, I bet you could do that where it kind of like they do with your watch. They'll give you a second SIM card. You put it in there. You can just have your cell phone and forward everything right to it.
Pimp Daddy Dom. Howdy. Pimp Daddy Don. Do not have a SIM card, but Android Auto works great, and everything else, I use a hotspot from the phone. Everything else, all the other, because you could use like a tablet. They're saying, in other words, you got all those apps in there, so you would just hotspot your phone for that.
Took about 2.5 weeks to ship to Hawaii.
Pros, cons. Here we go. No manual comes with the unit. You have to get installation JPEGs from Beauty Trees. Wheel button reprogramming function doesn't work. Crashes sometimes. Audio skips sometimes. Cannot update software in future. And doesn't use factory mics. You have to mount the one provided somewhere. Well,
Well, at least he was going into detail, I guess, kind of give somewhat of a breakdown. Because other people, like I said, just be like, 4 stars. It was cool. And that's the most you get out of it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
What the fuck was
really
cool
like
about
it? Really like it.
Yeah.
But I like the ones when they tell you, I had trouble fitting it in my vehicle, but I fixed it by doing and they don't tell you what vehicle.
Exactly.
They give you instructions on how to fix something, and they're not telling you what they're installing it in. So what the hell good is that? All the time. Just all the time. Works great in my car. Works great in my truck. What are you driving? Okay. It sounds all right. Crashes sometimes. Well, what doesn't? Turn off reverse camera. Can't turn off reverse camera guides, so I adjusted them off screen. Don't know what that means. What's wrong with reverse camera guides? Does that really bother you? Android Auto. Yeah.
Auto dimming works so it doesn't blind you at night. There you go.
Auto dimming.
Bill's biggest concern.
And you can still use your car's radio, which is a thing, instead of being locked into just streaming. All steering wheel button functions as normal. You can't remap them. I don't know why I would do that.
Yeah, why the hell would you remap them? Because they're all marked for certain things anyway.
Yeah,
Most of them.
I know. You're
So
right.
that's stupid. Why the fuck would you want to remap them? You'd be like cruise control and your fucking windshield wipers come on. Like, why the fuck would you do that? Oh,
All right. Boy, it's pretty tempting, huh? Too much
that's a
money.
nice setup.
See, but then for like nearly $400 less, you get
But
one
see,
that's a little
the
less
one-
jiggy.
I do like that one just because it kind of looks more like it was made for it because it kind of fits into the dash.
It
So I
does.
do
And
like the look
it
of that
still
one.
has the buttons on top, by the way. See that up there?
Now the biggest question is that going to match? Can you choose the color of your dash, or
Well,
are
that
they
is the
all
color.
the same
No,
color?
they're the same color. They're black.
Okay,
Dash is black. This
'Cause that looks
truck has
almost
gray
silver.
axe. It looks like they have like a silver axe in here. I think that's a Raptor. Mine's black, which would match this. So
Okay, yeah, that's what I was looking at because it looked more silver on that.
yeah, yeah.
That
But
is,
even in,
I do like the look
even
of
in
that
the
one.
original truck, this is this color, and this is this color in the original truck. Your centerpiece is black.
I do like that though. That one looks just as nice.
Like
and
here's
it's
the
half
original picture.
price.
See the original? Silver, gray, whatever here, and black here. So that's what the truck looks like new, you know. And here's mine, and that's exactly what mine looks like. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but and now I would have that. That's pretty badass. There's there's the backup camera. Look up. If you miss something, man, you're really not paying attention. And this is the Android 13. Like I said, the only thing is this is a lot less power. It's less powerful and all that good stuff. But
Right.
how reliable does it work? Let's see what the morons in the let's see what they say. Does not interface correctly. No backup camera. That's a great start.
Disappointed.
Yeah.
Actually, the 1 and 3 stars are actually more than the 5 stars on that.
Yeah. Disappointing. I hate the fact that page for 600. You think that's a lot of money? Don't be. And the graphics for the backup camera is horrid. Really? What backup camera? Oh, you got a short. Do you see that?
Yeah,
That's got
yeah.
nothing. That's not the unit.
Yeah, that or the camera's fucked.
Yeah, no, that's interference coming from
Yeah.
somewhere.
100%. Yeah.
Shielded wires?
Perfect fit and pretty big. That's they
What
say.
does that 1 star say? Can you read that?
No
No
lo
lo
recommendo
recommendo.
apenga tango 3 meses y pantala and peso afari altoshi. It doesn't have Apple CarPlay, I think is what the problem is. And neither do I, so I don't care. So far, the touchscreen seems to work. There's minimal installation information and absolutely no manual. Does not dispute contact. Okay, so this guy only gave it 3 stars because he can't figure it out. How about telling me if the unit works and something like that?
Doesn't fit 2016 F-150.
Huh?
I was reading that 1 star right there. It says it doesn't fit 2016 F-150.
Oh, look at that.
But why? Like,
Yeah,
explain
which 2016 F-150? The apps look bad, and I was really let down by how much you upgrade the screen was lacking. The sound quality and phone pairing is okay, but the hardest part is the fact that the directions are only pictures. There are no words or explicit directions to do. I just have to go over. There's videos all over YouTube on how to install these things.
Well, it's kind of one of those products that you probably don't want to be installing unless you already know what you're doing. So maybe that's the reason
I've
why they
actually
don't
watched enough
include
of
a
these
bunch of
videos.
instructions.
I think I could do it right off the bat. Oh, that's it. 10 ratings. Shit, I can't really go by that. Ah, shit. Okay. What else is out there? But anyway, so this is in the future. I just don't know what I'm going to get. Here's a Yulu for 1,080. Why? And it's only a 12-inch screen. Why is this one so expensive?
Yeah, and that one's got less specs than the other one. It was only 6 gig and 64 gigs.
Yep.
The
Wireless.
other one was
Wireless Wi-Fi Sirius XM. That's interesting.
5G
Big.
Wi-Fi.
That's no big. That's just an app built in, and if you can put the Sirius XM app on your phone and just stream Sirius XM into the unit, that's not a big deal.
Yeah, because that other one that was 1,000
It-
was 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs.
This is a 5G tablet. That's why it's so expensive. That's built into it. Android 12. La 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 la. Yeah, but
Only
look at the
and other
ratings.
one.
See this?
Yeah, but also look at it though. You know, it might be a 5G tablet, but not only is it a Android 12, but the specs are also less. Like you
Yeah, but
think it would be
6 gigs
Android
is still
13.
3 times what that $580 one had. That only had 2 gigs.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, you think that one would be on at least the latest Android. Hopefully, you can upgrade it. That's the one thing. Like you should be.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you can update these.
I'm not worried about upgrading it as long as it works. You know, I don't care. Yeah, seriously, I'm not going to hook it up to this to a cell service. I'm not worried about it being hacked into and it having my personal information on it or anything. I just want it to work. You know. I mean, they're up to my wife's phone is she's got the Google Pixel 6a. She's got Android 14 on that thing.
What does mine got on?
I got 13 on mine. You probably have 13. What do you have? A Samsung?
Yeah, S22.
Yeah. The Google phones get it first.
Yeah, I'll say I'm on Android 14.
What do you have?
Google Pixel 7.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they get it first. They basically took Android over Google. Participants can now see your application. Oh, did you turn off screen sharing?
No.
No, a little thing came up for some reason.
Yeah, so
Oh,
Word
there
up.
is an update for Android though. By the way, if you haven't updated your phone,
mine did an update last night.
yeah, I'm doing it right now.
They took Android over.
Let me see.
DJ TJ.
Laura, Laura.
I heard the voices again.
You heard the voices again.
Hi, TJ. How are you?
I'm not saying hi to
good, I'm
TJ because he
good.
never
How are
comes
you
on my
doing?
live panel.
Well, no, because the thing of it is
Mhm.
that you come on too late and I'm already in bed, so
Yeah, I know. You always tell me you're naked in bed. I understand that, but still,
Yeah, we don't want to say that.
we only normally see people from the chest up anyway. So.
echo voices because the thing of it is
Why are we here?
Why can I still hear voices?
I know because
You got YouTube playing, TJ.
dang it. Can we stop this screen share for just 1 second?
That's down to Bill. He's screen sharing.
Just for 1 second, can we stop the screen share?
No.
I know, exactly.
These people seem to like this one.
Stop the screen share for just
Yeah.
1 second.
This is my truck.
Bill, he's screen sharing.
Uncle
Echo,
Bill,
echo,
you gotta
echo.
stop the screen share. I gotta mute YouTube. Yes.
Bill said no again. That was like perfect timing. He was like, no.
You can go back to it as soon as I stop YouTube.
Here's somebody said this here. Here's one. 2016 F-150 XL. Install went good. Screen quality is pretty good for the pixel rating. I still have factory reverse camera and it looks a little grainy on the big screen. All right, yeah, because you're putting it on a gigantic. You're stretching that. Dumbasses.
Somebody said discreet. Here's one. 2016 F1.
TJ, we didn't have this sound issue until you came on. You realize that, right?
Yeah, but he can't get to YouTube because he's on full screen.
What?
That's why he keeps asking you to stop sharing screen
I-
for a minute.
Fine.
Bill's just completely ignoring him. He's like, nope.
I'm doing something
Thank,
here.
thank you. Thank you.
Shopping for my next birthday present in front of everybody.
You're shopping for your next birthday present.
When's your birthday?
April.
That's
21st.
too far away. Gotta go and
Yeah,
get
it's
it now.
kind of around the corner, kind
Oh,
of.
I got to pay my taxes too before then. So
My
I pay-
birthday before then.
I pay in. So we got other expenses. In fact, my property tax is due right now.
In
Just
fact-
paid my 6 months of homeowners insurance and all these Christmas bills. So I could put it off a little bit.
Dude, taxes are just a recommendation, not a necessity.
Yeah,
It's David's birthday in 12 days.
Yay, happy birthday, David, early.
I have my
So,
I have
Really
my
early.
Early.
I have the most recent on mine that's available from my OnePlus phone. So there you go. I know you were concerned about that. So TJ, what are you up to? You're not working today?
Yeah, I just got home like not too long ago. I went in at like 6:45 this morning. Oh,
Yeah. How's the liquor business?
I'm at another store. I'm at a location in Jupiter. It's a very small store.
With a big heart.
I
Jupiter.
guess. I'm trying. I want to get out of there. Can I come work with you, Uncle Bill, at the bowling alley?
You don't want to.
Uh,
What are you? Oh, you don't work. You have a fun job. Okay.
yeah, right.
People have fun that go there.
Oh.
They have fun making our lives miserable. No, I mean, it's a fine place to work, TJ. I don't know how much you want to make. You got to drive all the way to Port St. Lucie to go, or Stewart, Florida, to go to work.
I mean, wherever the money's good, because I'm only working. I thought I was working full time, but I'm only getting paid part time.
How many hours you getting?
Like I'm supposed to be getting 40, but I'm only working like 30 something hours a week.
Well, above 32 is considered full time. You know that, right?
Yep.
Well, I'm not working 40 hours though.
Are you working over 32?
I guess so. I look at my hours and on the app that I have, like that they
Don't tell me how to find out. Are you working over 32 hours a week?
Yeah, it's like 32.
I guess. I don't know. Somebody else knows. Is there somebody else I should ask? Oh, I don't know. You got to read the thing. You got to read the thing on my day. Okay.
Well, no, it's like 32 point something hours or
So
whatever.
they're just barely giving you. Well, that's enough to get benefits if they
Yeah.
have them.
Yeah, but still, I don't know. I'm just
I know
tired of.
that's a big chunk of your check. That 8 hours, 7.5 hours, whatever it comes out to.
Yeah, I'm just tired of retail is all. Like I just want to do something different.
You can do one of two things. You can do such a great job that they want you there even longer, or just milk the clock like a son of a bitch and get, I'm on my way to punch out. Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. Okay, now I'm on my way to punch out. Oh, I forgot something in the office. Okay, I'm on my way to punch. See, that's what you do. You do that every day. You'd be surprised how the time adds on. I have employees at the end of the night, right? They're doing it, finish up the cleanup. I'm in the office, doing the drawers, trying to get out of there. And I'll come out and they've been done for a while. They're just standing there. You still on the clock? Yeah, we're waiting for you to tell us it's okay to leave. Are you done? Yeah, get out.
That's
I'm
funny.
kidding you. That's how the conversation goes. They think I'm funny.
Uh,
Serious. Love you to death. Like you even more out. Get out. Get off the
Get
clock.
the hell out. Your shift's over. Go on, go home. Get the hell out of here.
No, those guys do a good job. I can't complain about them. I can usually not even check up on them. So we have some nice kids working there. It's been snowing here for the last 2 hours, snow and ice everywhere. Speaking of Iceland, did you know that Iceland grows by 2 centimeters?
Don's always got the interesting things. to
Nah, he's
say.
making there's a reason he brought that up.
Uh,
Yeah.
oh yeah, because of Chuck and Lori, they did something with like Iceland or something. Chuck posted a video of the two of them in Iceland or something, I think is what it was.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to check
I
that
can
video.
go 2 centimeters in 30 seconds.
Uh, yeah, I'm kind of living in a clusterfuck right now. Like it's our house is like really cluttered because she just recently got let go from her teaching job or whatever. They were telling her like they told her like she looked tired and all these other and they told her she kept taking too many breaks and shit, and now the school delivered all of her shit to the house or whatever, so now it's all sitting in the garage, and there's some in here in the living room, and there's a bunch of it here on the dining room table. I mean, there's just shit everywhere.
Is she
It's crazy.
there?
No, she's probably
Thank
out running.
God, because you're about to get in trouble.
Like I always do.
And so when isn't TJ in trouble?
Yeah.
That sucks. She lost her job, huh?
You're welcome, Don. You're welcome. Yeah, now
Because she's tired all the time.
that's what they told her anyways.
She's taking too many. Well, were you wearing her out or something?
I have no idea what the hell's going on. But we went to this place in West Palm. It's called what the hell is it?
That's a good place.
Something oh shit, what the hell is the name of it? Something house or something. I don't know, but you go in there and you walk into this like a cooler, and it's all smoky and everything in there. It's like, when you burn dry ice, it's kind of like that. And then they have this like a big
Burn
huge
dry
egg
ice.
shaped looking. They have a big egg shaped looking thing, and it's got water in it, and you like sit there and float around. and, and then they have a room with 3 chairs in it, and it's got Himalayan rock salt all on the floor, and the salt just kind of goes into the air, and you just breathe it in, and like kind of it gets rid of all your like allergies and shit like that. And
Evil spirits.
yeah, the evil spirits, yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
wonder if
burn.
he's talking
you
about a
burn
what is it called? A Marabetric chamber? How do you say
Yeah,
that?
yeah, it's a cryo cryotherapy or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you go in, and like you close the door, and there's just all this smoke just
Is
going all over you, and it's like really
it
cold in there.
healthy to inhale salt?
I guess so.
Hmm.
Med House is what it's called. Med House.
Magical thinking. You're right, Don. Sounds magical.
Magical thinking. Nor for the internet, TJ.
Who's calling? Walgreens Drugs wants me. I think my
It's
wife.
TJ calling him.
I was gonna.
Uncle Bill.
Hello.
TJ's
Hello.
Hello, is your mother there?
Hello.
Someone else I could talk to.
She's at work.
Oh,
All right, I'll send her there. Mm-hmm. Bye-bye. God, they're awful insistent, these people. God,
I was wondering when Android was going to do a freaking update because it's been like a month and a half since they did the last
it's
one.
not Android, it's Samsung. The Android update is written for Android, and then Samsung has to tailor it to their phones. That's why, like, my OnePlus security update is up to November right now because they're a little behind, and some companies are better than others. Samsung's actually pretty good about that.
Yeah, because my last update was, it was November. because I was looking at it the other day. Because usually they do one once a month, but the entire month of December they didn't do anything. So I'm wondering if it was something.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, depends on company. Some companies are quick, Johnny on the spot. Some take longer. OnePlus used to be known as being like really fast, and now they're not. I'm always a little behind. You know. What'd you say? You have a Pixel? What security update are you up to, Laura? Because whatever it is, that's the latest. Yours says November, Justin?
It did, yeah. Because I
Yeah,
was
but
looking at
that
it.
might be the latest.
Yeah, because I was looking at the like 2 or 3 days ago. I was like, my phone hasn't done an update in a while, and I went and
January
looked
the
at it, and
5th.
it said
January 5th. Oh,
that's because you just did yours yesterday.
well, it was
Yeah, mine
available for her
was.
yesterday. Like yours might come in 2 weeks. Mine might take another month, and it might be December.
Yeah, mine was showing November 27th was the last time I did an update.
Well, like I said, that's the date that they made it available for Samsung. It's the November update, I guess. And like I said, I think mine said November 5th. Hold on a minute. Yeah, November 5th. So I'm not as secure as you. I'm insecure.
So your phone hasn't got the latest spyware on it.
So
how do you burn dry ice?
Yeah, I said the same. I was thinking the same thing when he said that.
Burn dry.
That's what you
put it in
said.
water.
Where they burn dry ice.
Well, no, it's not. It's not really dry ice. It's kind of like it. Like the smoke is coming inside the thing that you're
Is
standing
it
on.
smoke or is it vapor?
I think it's like when you walk into when you walk into like a grocery store and you open the cooler and the smoke comes out. That's what
Yeah,
that's what
that's not smoke either. Unless there's a fire back there.
No, it's definitely not a fire. Definitely not a fire. Definitely
No, he
not.
was using dry ice as an example when you put dry ice
Yeah.
in water, not burn it.
Yeah.
It's water vapor. You know what it is? It's
Same as a vape.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
It's
Kinda
that.
like, yeah, kind of like that.
Not this guy.
So,
That's not very nice, Justin.
Well, I just beat you to the punch for saying that.
I would never say that.
man, I was trying to get that recipe that Joshy was trying that smoothie recipe that Joshy was talking about earlier when you were playing the game. He said he made a chocolate banana something smoothie or something.
I must have missed that particular comment.
Sounds
He
good.
was talking quite a bit in my chat.
Did you see where they've come up with a new banana that doesn't turn brown?
I didn't see that.
There's some
Racist.
kind of
Yeah, did you spray paint it yellow?
Yeah, no, it's a new genetic adaptation of bananas, and they don't turn brown. I guess ever.
A mud ball. How the
Interesting.
bloody hell do you burn dry ice?
We've
Well, that's-
already asked that question.
You
We
get
did
dry
it.
ice burns, but you can't burn dry ice.
No. You missed the whole conversation. TJ said, when you burn dry ice, and then me and Bill kind of looked at him like, what the hell are you talking about? And then
TJ.
Donald's just now.
Because I went to this we went to this place yesterday called Med House, and there was a cooler there that you walk in and you can listen to music. They give you some headphones to put on, and then you put on some gloves, and like you get these slippers that you put on, and you put on a face mask and something, another thing like for your something to cover your ears with, and there's all this cold smoke that covers your whole body.
These things to cover were they headphones?
Yeah, you can listen. No, like you put the headphones on, then you put like the thing to cover your ears with.
Was there sound coming through them?
Yes, there was sound coming through them. Yes.
Were they maybe headphones?
Yeah, they were headphones. They were.
I'm
Headphones.
assuming the meds probably was short for meditation.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Hey, I got the questions I
to
would have.
lower your tension and come out, even more doodah than you already are.
Yeah, yeah.
I think more the question of why.
Well, I guess to like
Maybe,
Why do you want ice burns?
maybe it was smoke. Maybe it was cannabis smoke.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TJ came out and said, "Can we get some French fries?" And
Can I get some French fries?
He came out and went, munchies.
Maybe like a hamburger or something.
okay, here comes Donald. Listen, wait for it.
It looks like you have power.
And
Either that or he's running round. Well,
Yeah,
got
power's
fisheye
back.
running round.
Well, you got to remember, Donald has a lot of cameras too, so it could be camera lights.
Camera lights generally take power. I could be wrong, but unless he's all batteried up now, I don't know. Which would still be power. But
Oh, power's back on. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
what a guess on my part.
Yeah.
I like your
Laura?
the DOS
Yeah.
at the end, Donald DOS.
email the person we had them that took his power off and tell them 1/2 a refund.
So what are those things you just put on your head called, Don?
These are
Earmuffs.
oh no, they're things that you put on your head.
Earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
Now, TJ, you know what they call alternative medicine that works?
What's that?
Medicine.
Medicine. Medicine.
Yeah, they stopped calling it alternative and they started just
Uh,
calling it medicine. So if you go to any place that's an alternative medicine place, it's voodoo.
It's voodoo.
Voodoo.
What did you walk out feeling any better than you did when you walked in?
Kind of, sort of.
When you were in there, did it look like somebody rifled through your car?
Kind of. I was like, just kind of like all foggy in my head and kind of like.
Well,
Like
the
not-
thing is you could give yourself a placebo effect going into somewhere like that, though, too.
Yeah. If you had fog in the brain, yeah, clearly whatever you put over your ears didn't cover up the holes.
But would a placebo effect necessarily be a bad thing, though? I mean, if you feel like you're coming out feeling better,
Well,
It's
no,
like a
as long as you
spa-
as
it's
long
like
as you know what you're getting.
It's like a spa day for the brain,
Right.
I guess.
Yeah,
Spa-
you know,
a spa day
meditation
without
is
the
good.
inappropriate touching.
You don't have to go to an eye
it's not a
shop to
spa day.
meditate, though. You can meditate where you're at.
That's true.
Just like put some incense.
It's not a
around
spa day without the inappropriate touching.
you
Yeah, we
just
could
sit there
be
and go,
inappropriately touching ourselves right now. You wouldn't even know.
You know, you can use my defense all you want to on the channel here, but it's not going to hold up in court.
You're interrupting my spa day.
So, Bill, you feeling better today?
Little.
Don't start them on a rant again.
Still irritated, but I'm all right.
Okay.
I was super irritated last night.
You were tired too.
I was very tired.
You had a long day.
I'd been at work since 8 o'clock that morning, and it was a long, long day. And then I was drinking and I hadn't eaten all day, and then I
you
somehow
got touched off.
transformed into a redneck who's too cheap to get a nice fence from my property. And at that point, I decided to redneck out and eat and watch
Yeah.
TV, fall asleep.
That's what I told you to. I was like, go rest.
Was this last night?
Yeah.
Don't want to rub it in, Bill. But we've got a nice wooden fence.
Yeah.
Don't make him quit.
But we didn't have to put it in. The council put it in.
Yeah.
I mean, I can take.
Do you have hurricanes that threaten to blow it down every other month, or all summer long? Or
No, only
yeah.
when Laura breaks wind.
you
That's
have-
one good
you
thing
have
about chain link is it doesn't catch wind very, very badly.
It doesn't catch it at all, really, or
Yeah.
barely. Do you have any Florida sun destroying the finish on it that you have to redo every year?
It gets wind blasted, sand blasted, rained, washed. Yeah, it takes a beating.
And any of this maintenance done by you?
No,
No, because I would have to do, Hi,
no,
honey.
we hire rednecks from the council to do it.
Okay. I'll be right
In
back.
fact, we don't even hire them; they just come and do it.
Just come and do it. Hopefully.
And
I'm a redneck. I got a duck call right here. I catch dinner.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, that was afterwards. That me and Tim were just talking about rednecks and hillbillies, and he got
that's because it wasn't a
a little
proper
put out.
hillbilly.
Well, I come from rednecks on my dad's side and hillbillies on my mom's side, so I think I'm qualified to.
So
speak
you're the
on it.
Beverly Hillbillies.
Beverly Hillbillies were from my area of the country. Yeah.
Black gold, Texas tea.
Mhm.
Texas tea.
The OK Oil Company from Tulsa, Oklahoma came
Well-
down and gave them cash.
Well, to be honest, I mean, if you want to like define redneck, it's just a way of living, but it's not. It doesn't make people bad.
The way
By any means. It's just they
the way I
choose to
determine
live.
it is rednecks build things and hillbillies find things.
That's
To be honest,
though.
though, the look on Bill's face when I saw the video, he certainly had a red neck. He could have exploded.
Hillbillies barter a lot.
Barter.
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 That's where you want to trade something. I'll trade you
Oh, bata.
bata. Bata.
Bata.
Yes, bata.
They bata a lot.
Yeah. We go into the shop and we go, how much is this? And he'll say, it's £1. I'll go, I'll give you 80 pence. And he goes, 90. I go, 70. And then
That's
he'll
haggling.
go, 80. And I go, done.
That's haggling.
Bartering.
That's haggling. Bartering is where you trade one thing for another thing.
Yeah.
It's bartering because you're trading money for item.
Oh, that's purchasing.
Bartering.
That's purchasing and you're haggling over the price.
Bartering.
Nope. Bartering is done with non-fungible items, and money is fungible.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
like
Oh, no.
trading a chicken for a turkey or something like that.
Yeah, that's a barter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does fungible sound tasty to me?
Fungible.
It
Fungible?
sounds like a mushroom flavored potato chip, doesn't it?
Yeah, fungible.
Fungible.
Oh, I could really go for a bag of fungibles right now.
Yeah.
Fungibles.
I can see the
That's
ad
funny.
for it too. You can trade them and exchange them, have all different flavors, I'll give you a mushroom fungible for 2 ranch fungibles.
Here, David, I use the Oxford dictionary because I figured you'd approve of the Oxford. Barter is to exchange goods and services for other goods and services without using money.
We don't have money over here.
So
What?
We only have
So there you
digital
go.
currency.
Yeah, they go by weight.
What?
Yeah, well,
I'm
everything's
confused now.
everything's
I just have an
pound.
answer for everything you say, Donald. You should know
Yeah,
this by now.
I know you got answers for everything. They don't make sense most of the time, but you've got answers.
No one's ever said they have to make sense. They only told me I had to confuse the fuck out of
See,
you.
I live in the world of facts and you live in the world of fantasy. That's why we argue so much.
We don't argue.
That is true.
We
You two
debate.
do be. Let's see what this up.
And that's fact.
I'm tired again.
Oh, now I have to do a second update now. After the first one. Interesting.
Way back.
Okay, so that last one was for
Apparently,
December.
it's supposed to be raining.
Look out the curtains.
No. I'll look out the window.
What? The curtains?
Curtains.
Someday this will
Curtains.
still be yours.
What? The curtains?
Look
Yeah,
at
so-
the curtains.
Look through the curtains.
I don't want any of that. I want to sing.
I want
No,
to
no, stop that! Don't cut out!
Dude, that's an
I
awesome.
I want to
movie. I
go with
love
that special
movie.
something.
special stuff.
Yeah, Tim, I had one for that, and now it's doing another update, system update. now.
But mother, I'm your father. But father.
You do that so well, Don. You do that so well.
So
I've
right,
watched that movie about 1,000,000 times.
in the waiting room.
What?
Let's talk about
Oh,
Don.
what happened? What happened to your globe? You gave up on it?
No, it snapped.
She broke it.
Oh, for fuck's
How
sake.
come on YouTube it says that you're playing Euro Trucks and you're not playing Euro Trucks?
That was earlier.
But it says it right now. I just looked
That
at
does
when
it.
I-
It says
when I
Sunday
joined.
Fun Day 1, 2, 3.
Your thumbnail said Euro Trucks.
No, I've got two different thumbnails.
Blah, 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 blah. I'm telling you what was on there when I just joined up after my power came back on,
Well, update your computer.
which is why I asked the question. Yeah, here, I'm looking at the thumbnail right now. Little Llamas Euro Trucks 2.
Yep. You're right, Laura.
Oh, I got Android 14. Nice.
It's not that
Mhm.
good.
You give me a
It's not-
screen share?
No, my live stream for me is not even showing up.
It does actually say, Laura, Euro Trucks. But no, that's like. Wait, what? That says a lot.
Oh, this one's
Down,
recording
the
30%.
title of
better.
it says
That's
Sunday
not-
Fun Day 1, 2, 3.
No. That's our old video.
No, this is the live right now.
No, if you go to her channel, it actually does say Little Llama Laura, Sunday Fun Day.
All right. Bum. Share. Can you see what I'm looking at?
No,
Great
that's not
Photoshop there.
See that right there?
Yeah, it's very good
Photoshop.
Photoshop because Little Llama Laura Sunday Fun Day.
Okay, you're showing on your feed. Take a look at my feed, what I'm sharing.
So it's okay. Well, it says on your feed, it's right on mine. Try,
Hold on, hold
Okay,
on.
so you just don't care about your viewers. That's fine.
try refreshing your page.
See, that was the one. Didn't you have one earlier?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
No, I went live on YouTube earlier.
This is showing up in my
Oh, yeah,
suggested
that's right.
videos even. This is not I'm not going to your homepage. This is in my suggested videos. So this is what everybody sees if they get suggested your video. Are you going to share my screen? Are you going to ignore it?
I don't know.
You
I
can-
don't have to
you-
click anything.
You
I-
have to. You just do it
I
yourself.
tried.
It might be
Oh,
because
'cause
someone
I-
else was sharing. Try again.
Look. Little Llama
Oh.
Laura's Sunday Fun Day.
Yeah, you're going to her channel. I'm not sure if you people understand English. Share my screen, and you can see what it shows on suggested.
Oh
You see
yeah, yeah,
that?
it does.
Refresh the
Yeah.
page.
I just opened that browser window, so that was just like it. My computer wasn't even on.
Oh,
Okay, now
look.
you've changed. So now you've changed it. But when I first started up my computer, it was there. So
Donald, she changed it as soon as you said. Because I
Gotcha.
saw,
I get it.
I actually
I get it.
agreed with you, and then I saw that she changed it.
gotcha. Oh, I know because my computer was completely shut down when I didn't have power. So it wasn't refresh your computer. Like,
So you haven't got a little pedal bike to run the computer while the power's out.
oh no, power goes out. All I'm concerned about is heat.
Well, you can stay warm by pedaling the bike to generate the power to use the computer. Work
Hey.
easy.
Yeah, you do like that gel in Arizona where they made the prisoners pedal to watch TV.
I'll put it in the garage.
But it's kind of like what we were talking about yesterday, Justin. power went out, it's like, okay, well, I had my cell phone, but what if the cell phone was out?
Right.
I guess it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before yesterday. We were talking about the if the next
You see,
war happens to be a AI war and they take out our infrastructure.
now, if you was living in a more modern, forward-thinking country, you would have a system like us. So when the power goes out, it finds the fault and then reverses the power. So only the area with a fault has a power cut.
Okay. Anyway, if there was an AI war and they took out the infrastructure, how would you survive? Well, you have to have just the basics covered: food, water, and warmth.
We have all them manpower.
Yeah.
You wouldn't if what we're talking about is an AI.
We don't have power
where
cuts.
they take out the infrastructure. Everything that you have is controlled by computers. Whoever gets a AGI first is probably going to be able to take out everybody else's infrastructure if they choose.
But we have warmth.
So do I.
We have food.
I got a freezer full of food.
I still have a bunch of pizzas in my
It's
freezer.
great that you got a freezer full of food. How the
Also
fuck
have
are you
some
gonna cook
dehydrated
it?
stuff. Also have some dehydrated. I have a fire.
Oh Lord Jesus, there's a
Do
fire.
we-
I am able to start fire. I am able to purify my water. That's the big one, purifying your water.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to purify your own piss, good luck.
The purifier I have, I actually could.
We actually have a month's supply of water in the cupboard.
Oh, see, I've got probably 4 months of a supply of water for the entire family in a box about that big. Because it's a hand-powered pump and I can purify water. It's portable too. If we have to go somewhere,
I would say you're paranoid.
If we have to get moving somewhere, I've got it. No, I've got it for hiking. And you can't carry a lot of water with you when you hike because that's just a lot of weight. So you carry your purifier.
Well, that's why you have those the water bag with the straw coming down too when you're hiking to put water in.
Like a
Actually,
life
they're
straw?
not a good thing to take when you're hiking because if you slip and you break your bag, you're going to
Are you
get
talking
hypothermia a lot quicker.
No.
Are you talking about life straw?
Yeah, the
PJ?
water bag when the straw comes down.
Oh, you're talking about okay, you're talking like a camelback.
Hey,
Right,
Laura,
right.
Well,
Yeah.
the Americans have
backpack-
finally caught up with us with Android 14.
yeah, I know.
My backpack has this sleeve for the
But they had it for a
camelback
couple of months.
bladder. Yeah.
Oh, you have the thing that with the straw that comes down?
Yeah, I've got the sleeve. It comes over the shoulder, and that way I've got my water as I'm hiking. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I used to have one of those. I don't know what the hell I did with the thing. Because I remember when I used to work for Chick-fil-A, like they had on Saturdays they'd have pictures with the cow and chicken. So I'd put I had my water bag and it had the straw, and so like I would just leave the straw just like sitting in my mouth because the cow head would be like on
You
top
had
of
to
me.
be the cow. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then there was a little there's a fan on the head, but the fan was broke. So
That's a pretty good idea, putting a camelback inside one of those.
yeah. Sometimes I'd be the chicken, sometimes I'd be the cow.
Yeah, my purifier screws onto the top of my Nalgene bottle and pump, pump, pump. As long as I can get the end of the tube into a little bit of water, I've scraped up
I know, Tim, but we got
like
Android
moist creek beds
in October.
just to get enough water into a puddle and pumped it that way.
Yeah.
You realize
filter
Android's
and
American software, right, David? Of course, we're going to give you the updates first. We want to see if it crashes your shit before we put it on ours.
Yeah.
Son of a gun.
We'll give it to all the smaller countries first. See if it fucks up their shit.
Yeah. You keep telling yourself that.
I mean, let's face it, if it wasn't for America, you guys wouldn't have half the infrastructure you have anyway. I mean, as far as internet goes, software.
Carry
I mean,
on,
let's think
right?
about
And I'll unplug you.
it. I'm just saying,
No,
think about
you
it though,
carry
right?
on.
90,
No. You
like,
carry on, and I'm going to fucking Scotland, and I'll unplug you.
like 75, 80% of the world's running off of what? American software, right? Think about it.
But think of it this
Microsoft,
way.
Apple, Android,
No,
Google.
just so you're aware, they
I'm not
are
lying about it.
American companies, but they're not American software.
What?
Because Android was Korean. But anyway, carry on, and I'll nip up to Scotland, and I'll unplug your internet.
Do it. I don't think you got the balls.
What the hell does Scotland have to do with our internet?
Because that's where it's all based. The big cables, where it all meets up.
That's just the intercontinental cables that connect all the internet to different countries.
That's to
But
let
that's not
Europe
gonna kill
connect
our
to the
internet.
yeah, that would let America or that would let Europe connect to the real internet.
We are the real internet.
Yeah, you wouldn't upset Australia by pulling the plug out that plug there because we've got a direct feed, two paths. One actually goes up through Singapore, and the other one goes up and follows the coast along past Japan and into the west coast of the US.
Yeah,
So,
David, I think you'd be in big trouble. Most of the AWS servers are in North America, Southeast
Yeah.
Asia, and Europe coming in third, I think. So we'd be fine without you.
You wouldn't.
All our data centers would
Iran,
still
The
be
main
up.
fucking
server.
Russell. Russell said Iran should test their nukes on Scotland.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, but you know the Scottish people would just sit there and go, "Is that the best you got?"
What's up, Russell?
We wouldn't be
Yeah,
like the
Russell.
Americans, running around going, "Oh my god!"
Do what?
Yeah, I
Americans
think
run
Tim
around
kind of
going, "Oh my
fact
God."
checked. I think Tim fact checked David in the chat there
Oh, did he?
about Android. Yeah.
Nah.
No, the software, Android, not the hardware.
Yeah.
I'll be damned. My
Yeah.
truck
Yeah,
does
but
have,
even
my truck does have low jack on it.
it doesn't.
It does.
Oh,
It doesn't matter anyway because Samsung are doing away with Android soon.
well, let's just say David was correct and Korea made it right. It's still not even close to the same as it was then as it is now.
Korea made
Of course
what?
it isn't. Now it doesn't fucking work.
He's claiming that Korea was the inventor of Android
No, it wasn't.
operating system.
It was coded in
Tim's-
Korea.
Tim said, which country made Android software? Android began in 2003 as a project of the American technology company Android Inc. to develop an operating system for digital cameras. So that must have been their original. Then it went into cell phones.
Well, since it's an American company, David will say any other country. Just pick a country. Couldn't possibly be.
It was invented by North Korea.
Yeah.
Now,
Definitely wasn't invented by North Korea.
your car has low jack.
Yeah.
Is that sort of like Lobot from Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
If your car gets stolen somewhere, he goes,
You could try cigarettes.
John says, Don is I'm smoking a meatloaf.
"Ooh, only way to do it."
I'm coming over to your house, cuz I love meatloaf.
What kind of wood you using?
I've never had smoked meatloaf, but I bet it's really awesome and amazing.
Mm-hmm. Everybody I get to try it, they're converted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Matt and Tim both said it was really good when they tried it.
This is neat.
Apple is also a good wood to use for smoking meatloaf.
You playing with the app, Bill?
Yeah. I mean, it just at first it made me wonder.
Apple is not even software. iOS is software. Fuck's sake.
Apple software.
Apple is not software. Apple is the
Apple's
brand.
hardware.
iOS is the software.
Yeah, Apple creates software. Yeah,
No,
Apple
Apple
makes
is
software.
not software.
Apple software, Apple hardware. They make both.
No,
Yeah,
Yeah,
they do.
but what they make is iOS.
it's
Yeah.
iOS.
Oh yeah, iOS. Made by who?
Not. I'll
Made
tell you who
by
it's fucking
Apple,
made by.
yes.
Made by who? It's not made by Android. Who would the parent company that
Who
makes
said it was
the
made by
iOS
Android?
be?
Where are you going with this?
Who makes it then?
Who makes it? A programmer.
Yeah. That works for who?
I don't know.
Apple. You idiot. You don't know who makes Apple software?
he's not going to fill that
Uses-
circle in for you.
Uses to answer the question, no matter what you're going to say.
right,
Yeah, he's not letting you fill that circle in, Donald.
Uh-uh. Well, it's not even a circle. It's almost a straight line.
Oh.
David only has he's like
Sorry.
in Blazing Saddles. He only has one wagon, and so he just circles it by himself.
Blazing Saddles. He said we made our own wagon truck or wagon.
Yeah, we circled our own wagon.
Okay, back to Bill's app before he was rudely interrupted by
Yeah, his
David's
LoJack app.
redneck
No, I mean,
outburst.
it's showing me these trips and places I've been, and I'm thinking, is this getting it off? Is this getting this off my phone? You know, the GPS in my phone or whatever, or is there actually because there would have to be a device installed in my car for LoJack to actually work, which there better be one for the amount of money that they charge me for it. And then I found a spot in the app where it shows the serial number of my LoJack device. So I do have a LoJack device, which is, kind of creepy in a way that there's a tracker in my, my vehicle that I didn't put there, But all right, it was probably installed by the dealer when it was first sold.
Yeah, now all the intelligence agencies, know exactly where you are at any one time. So we've got that's one person we've ticked off the list.
So they've apparently activated it. Yeah, Harper Street. That's when I go to the bank. Probably sat there long enough that they consider at the light. I mean, not the light, but at the corner that they considered it a stop. There's work. Well, that
Can you
address
smoke
is-
meatloaf in one of those, like the big green eggs?
There's another fucking update. Jesus
Oh.
Christ. It's 3 now.
That's how far behind you are.
Could you do it?
I said
You couldn't smoke a meatloaf in the oven, could you? No.
You wouldn't have any smoke. That would just be cooking your meatloaf.
Yeah.
put dry ice in there.
You could
Put dry ice.
you could probably do some liquid smoke in your meatloaf and give it a smoky flavor, but not exactly the same thing.
What about you could do it on a charcoal grill, can you?
Oh yeah, that's what I use. I use a Weber 22
Yeah.
inch and just cook indirectly. So I make my
Oh.
charcoal and wood chips to one side and put the meatloaf on the other side. That way it's not directly under the flame or over the flame. And you just basically use that as an indirect heat.
Oh.
hmm
So would you do it like you would like regular, like cook it, like put the meat like inside of like a tin or something, like to form it or whatever?
You could if you want. I usually just form it into roughly a loaf shape and just cook it. But you could use a tin if you wanted to have it more of a. I do know that cooking it in when you cook it in the oven, you put it in that tin, it comes out great for sandwiches because it's already bread shaped.
Yeah.
So you could do that. What I would do is I would form it in that and chill it so it retained the shape, and then tap it out of that. Use it basically as a mold, then tap out and put it on chilled, and then start smoking it.
Do you ever like
already chilled.
do you ever stuff it with anything, like put cheese in the meatloaf, or put like, you know, like stuff it with
I've never
whatever?
put any cheese or anything in the meatloaf. No,
Oh,
Oh,
I
bet some
usually just make a
mushrooms would be good
straight
in there.
meatloaf.
I
Oh,
have some
but yeah, we usually have some sort of veg like small onion, green peppers, stuff like that.
Oh,
You can add that to your meatloaf. But I bet little chunks of cheese would be good. I do not use a smoke box. I just go ahead and put my wood chips directly on the charcoal. But smoke boxes, if you want to use wood chips, they are a lot more efficient. They don't burn nearly as much wood. Yeah, I
Yeah,
usually
you're
use
just
chunks
using a
of
regular.
wood.
Yeah, you're just using a regular barbecue, and you're kind of just using it
Yeah,
as a smoker.
but the little smoker box, you put your wood chips in it, and it smokes, and it keeps the wood from actually burning. It smokes
or
burning like
Yeah.
flaming, and it
it's
just
more of just
seeps
like a
the
slow
smoke out.
smolder.
And so that makes your wood chips last a lot longer if you have a little smoker box to put in.
Yeah, we were looking those up one day because somebody was interested in getting one.
I'm thinking
We
about
were
getting a
looking at
smoker
'em.
box eventually, because I'd like to try it. Ooh, he's also doing a couple chickens. I've never smoked chickens, but I've smoked turkey.
You get the munchies after?
I do not soak my wood chips. I know a lot of people do. I haven't noticed. I've done it before. I've never noticed a big difference, so I don't do it.
Oh, dude, I'll tell you, mesquite's really good to cook with.
I've got some mesquite chips out there too.
Mesquite really gives
Mesquite
meats
is a
really
bit,
good flavor.
yeah, mesquite. I usually will pull those out if I'm doing a steak, and right before the steak goes on, I throw a handful of those on the coals just to get that.
Yeah, you don't need
It's a
much
bit,
mesquite, man.
yeah, it's a much harsher
sh-
smoke. That's why I don't
And
like
that
smoking
shit
with
burns
it.
hot too. Mesquite burns really hot.
Yeah, I don't like smoking with it like a slow smoke because it's a bit too acrid. The smoke is.
Here we go. Here's a nice little picture for you, Donald. There we
Uh-oh.
go.
oh, nice. That looks so good.
I ain't gonna lie, dude. That chicken looks fucking delicious.
Hell yeah.
That's nice. He's got himself a nice little box smoker there.
Is that you, Justin, or who's that?
No, Mr. JRC, John, who's cooking
Yep.
it.
Delicious.
Like delicious and nutritious.
Yep, looks like. Now, is that an offset firebox, or is that firebox directly below? That's a box smoker, so the fire's on the bottom. Then you got your water pan, and then the others. Is that right? I'm thinking that's what he's how he's got his set up, which would be your fire directly below, then a water pan that helps regulate your temperatures and keep the heat from being direct, and your smoke goes around the side and fills up.
I'll be over there tonight. Master built.
Chances are I'm going to Panera, and chances are I'm gonna be gone for a few hours. So I'm just sharing that with you. If you're interested in finding out what you did.
Master built slow smoker. Those those are not bad. How do they do as far as being airtight? Oh, and it's got little. Yep. Okay.
I stand corrected. It was not South Korea. It was actually Hong Kong.
All right, whatever.
It's got a smoker
All
box.
we have to do is
Top.
go back to find out where it all started back in 1977.
That looks pretty. That looks like a pretty nice little smoker.
Bill
And
doesn't
it's
care.
got
He's
the
got
smoker
low
box right
jack.
in the middle. Yeah.
All right, I'll
Got
be
them at
sure
Home
to do
Depot.
that. Just send me your address. I'll be over there.
Sure, this is the last update.
Now I'm assuming that is that a coals like a actual fuel smoker, or is it an electric smoker? My parents had an electric smoker. Then they used it like a couple times and stopped using it. I should have gone over and taken it, but I think it's rusted out now.
Three updates
Yeah.
later. Jesus Christ.
So you missed 3 updates, Justin.
Well, I checked it like a week or two ago, and there was nothing. It was saying my phone was up to date, and all of a sudden now I just got flooded with 3 of them. But it was because I went to Android 14, then I had to do the a security patch update, and then it did the One UI update. So I had to do one for all 3. Let's see if there's any notable changes here.
My Walgreens, I got a lot of errands to run.
No. Oh, I don't want adaptive brightness on. I hate that shit.
They hate you too.
Now, adaptive brightness is annoying because your screen's constantly adjusting the brightness when you're watching something.
No, that means your light's changing in your room.
Right, and so it will keep adjusting the brightness. I don't like that. I just like my phone screen to be on
Mine
extra
don't do
bright
that.
because I got it turned off. That's why I said. But it
Yeah,
always is asking
mine's
me.
always switched on and it doesn't.
Oh, mine does it all the time if I turn that shit on. It will constantly
Samsung
adjust the
for you.
brightness. It's because it's far more advanced.
Mine does it if the sun comes out. And if the sun goes in.
In front of me, I have OnePlus 9 Pro, and I'm gonna show you how to check the serial number and the email number. First, we need to open the settings. To do it, swipe.
Fuck you watching, Bill?
This to open the app icon.
Like, can you hear it?
Yes.
So some Asian guy telling you how to switch the serial number on something.
At least he's not reading his garage code out.
I tell you how to switch your low jack.
No, I'm just making sure it's not counting my phone as the device. That's all. I'm very suspicious.
Well, I mean, one way to check it is leave your phone at home and drive around a little bit and then come back.
I could do that, but that would require me getting up out of this chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, East Coast, they are talking about smoking meat again.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Although John loves meat.
We could talk about 3D printing instead.
Yeah, 3D
Where's Joe?
printing.
Where's Joe at?
I've sent him a link. He must be busy doing something.
You know what? To talk, you
We-
find
Are you typing the answer? Because you could say it out loud.
Do what?
I thought you was answering Mr. JRC.
Like,
Oh,
that doesn't match the word.
Inner temp, it's basically the same as in the oven. Same as anything like around 160, 165. Although pork shoulder, I usually cook to a higher temperature because you want to give it time to break down. But that's about the stall temperatures, about 160. Yeah, there's people who there's two types of people: people who do not like meatloaf, and other people that have never had smoked meatloaf. Or no, they're the people that never had smoked meatloaf.
I've never had smoked meatloaf.
Oh,
I
'cause-
I damn sure like to try some.
water doesn't.
Well,
Yeah.
traditionally, it's done in an oven, so I mean, most
You
people.
mean that
probably
there's something you haven't smoked, TJ?
Huh?
Huh?
What?
What, man? What?
What?
Let me see. I don't use Facebook that often. Mr.
Well, you
Mm.
gained an extra friend.
Yeah, I'm not a big
What
fan
were
of
what
soaking
were you
in
asking me,
pineapple
Uncle
juice.
Bill? What were you saying? Something about
Nothing
smoked,
important. Nothing important.
something about smoked meatloaf.
Pork butt soaked in pineapple juice first for a day. I mean, yeah, pineapple juice will start breaking down those proteins, but I'd be afraid that would make it too mushy. I could be wrong. I think pork butt just cooked low and slow breaks down because you're really not trying to tenderize the meat. You're trying to break down the connective tissues on pork shoulder, and pineapple juice isn't going to do anything for that. But the pineapple juice might make it flavory.
Oh, not like a good honey glazed ham with pineapple on it.
East Coast Rules is waiting for a Dom's cooking channel.
Oh, definitely.
I just don't think I'd have enough content for a cooking channel.
Why? You're always cooking stuff. You seem like
Were
you're
you gonna
always
say?
like,
Were you gonna say? Didn't you? We're gonna have a you were gonna have like some kind of like fun channel down or something like some.
I was being a jackass, TJ. That was on Tammy Jean's
As he
show.
always
I kept on
is.
saying because she was talking about people who had shows on at the same time as other people, and can you own a time? And I said next week at this time I'm going to have what was it, Mudballs Happy Fun Time Show or something like that.
Yeah. Happy fun time show.
apparently TJ was looking forward to that.
I guess so.
He just killed his dreams.
That's funny.
He's been searching it up on YouTube for the last 2 days trying to find it.
Where's Don's Happy Fun Time Show? Oh, that's not what I expected to find in a Google search.
That's funny. That's funny.
TJ ends up on some sketchy site in the dark web.
That's hilarious. That's great. That's great.
Is that great?
It's great. It's great. That's funny.
Oh, crap. Hold on just a second.
Mudball Creative's fun time show.
Only you, TJ.
Yes, only me. So I see you. I've been looking at your little Eeyore. I see and you got some parrot ones there.
Yeah, I did that. Was it last show?
That's cool.
I think it was
Yeah, you're
last
getting a
show.
collection.
I just tried to build Simba, but my head's not in it.
How long was that going to take?
I have no idea. None of us would want to see that.
That's funny. That's hilarious. Dawn in a bubble bath with a rubber ducky. I could totally see that. That's funny.
Yes, YouTube would have that for inappropriate content.
With a little shower cap on and a little like scrub brush or whatever with a handle on it.
So, Bill, you worked out whether you got low jack working properly or if it's
Well, I mean,
just
seems like it is. It's got a bunch of trips in there. You know, it's apparently been working since November 29th. And I just didn't know it because I didn't have that second email from them. So I just installed the LoJack app and created an account and then sent for a PIN number, and my truck's there. I mean, it recognized who I was. I didn't put my VIN number in. It already had it. So the account was already set up. I just never got that. So, well, I deleted 50 something thousand emails out of my, so it's very possible I deleted it.
That's probably where it is.
Laura. See how many tits are here. That's funny.
Oh.
That Donald looked very puzzled.
Hmm?
You look puzzled then.
No, sorry.
How does he look unpuzzled then?
He clearly does.
There you go.
Unpuzzled.
Now he's trying to be a cool kid.
Oh my God.
But on the note of Donald being creepy, I'm going to end and let everybody have a pee break before
good.
Paul goes live.
I was just about
Yay,
to.
pee break. Yay.
I was just about to mention
Pee
that.
break.
So I'll catch you all